Want to welcome everyone. Welcome, guys, to the Crypto Kingdom. Welcome, guys, to the Crypto Kingdom. This is London. We're going to go through some interesting technicals today. Have a little bit of a small reversal pattern working on Bitcoin. Let's go through the details. I'm going to point out exactly in the charts what pattern we just went through, guys. That's going to be information from, I'm going to say, guys, from a publication. It is copyrighted. I want to let you guys know that. I encourage you to go get the book. Okay, so in terms of that book, you guys know which one that is. That's John J. Murphy, Principles of Technical Analysis of the Financial Markets, okay, New York Institute of Finance. Let's get some music rolling here. We had a little bit of positive price action, and we'll review, guys, everything that did go on. Let me go ahead and make sure that we have a little bit of volume on the music, and I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're having a good day, etc. Let me dig into the charts here. Let's get going with essentially everything we have going on. Kind of an exciting day. Let me make sure that we have all of the music tuned, make sure that I can hear you guys. Shout out in the charts, guys. Go ahead and hit me up in the chats. Make sure that the audio check is on. We will go through the details just as soon as I get kind of some confirmation that we're good with the audio, etc. Let me go ahead and plug in here, see how we're doing. There we go. We got a little bit of audio going. So in terms of the charts, guys, we were looking at a very interesting, and it was interesting. Yesterday, I told you guys one thing. What did I tell you? I would give a trophy. So I need to clear this real quickly. I said I would give a trophy to anybody who traded into the resistance, okay? Because we were dealing with this resistance, okay? We were dealing with not only this 100, that orange line on the hourly 100 EMA. Also, we were dealing with that 200 exponential moving average, okay? That 200 EMA on the 1 hourly chart. That was a big move, right? I said I was going to give a trophy. Well, who won the trophy? I have to tell you, Freddie Hidalgo won the trophy. Congratulations to Freddie. Absolutely. I'd like to get some music going. I don't know why my music doesn't want to play right now. Let's see if I can get any kind of music. Anything. Does it want to do anything? I don't know. I'm not hearing the music myself. So to the extent that the music is loud and clear on your end, awesome. If it is, put a rocket there. If it's not, if it's playing or not playing for some reason, I'm not getting it. Probably because I have done something with the details, but wanted to get this information to you guys, so congratulations to Freddie. Now, real simple, guys. I said I'd give the trophy to anyone who traded into the resistance. So Freddie did it in the market, okay? I'm not sure what all he decided to trade. We had a real interesting evening with Frax. Guys, FXS. I brought this to the VIP with some caveats, okay? With some caveats, but I brought this to the VIP in the back, and guys, it shot up 50%, all right? Very interesting in terms of Frax shares. Very nice chart. On the candle wicks, I don't like the, and I told everyone, I did not like, because if you're not paying attention to Frax shares, to FXS, you're not in the market. I'll just tell you guys, it's the best looking chart on the candle wicks. Very impressive chart, guys. It flew up 50% today. 50%, 55%, bam, since this support line. So if you're not paying attention to Frax shares, FXS, you guys need to be. Why? Look at this preceding level in here. Look at how nice these patterns are. Now, they're just not perfect. You're not going to find a perfect chart in the market right now, but this is as close, as we've gotten. So I brought this up to the VIP multiple times. And guys, just look at that nice bull flag indicated the preceding level. Look at the nice, very nice, and you had to be careful here, guys. The nice, okay, pennant structure, the bull pennant, just very nice. Move to the upside. This is on Frax share, stablecoin, algorithmic stablecoin. Very interesting. Up 18% now, but guys, it flew up 50%. So we're paying attention to that kind of stuff in the back. Shout out to all the VIP. Shout out to the base campers, etc. If you guys are not members yet, you need to join. And yeah, just want to show, essentially in terms of the charts, in terms of what we're going through in the back, it's going well, all right? But I will tell you, for the move on Bitcoin. Now, this was Frax. This was me bringing Frax to the group before it shot up 50%, okay? Telling you, I thought it was the best looking chart on the candle wicks. Okay, best looking chart on the candle wicks, right? The actual line chart, not as much, right? The contraindication on the line chart, but definitely on the candle wicks, 50% move, impressive, market leader, bar none. So we covered that before it did launch. Exciting to know that. And let's see in terms of Bitcoin. Let's go through the details on Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin was one, it wasn't easy to catch. I'm going to tell you guys, right? It also faked out. At what time did you have to get up in the morning? I'm going to tell you guys, you had to be up. I got up. You had to be up at 4 a.m. to catch the move. Essentially, the beginning of the move on Bitcoin. I'm just going to be honest with you. You had to be up at 4 a.m., right? 4 a.m. in the morning. Now, I got up, okay, at that time to watch what? to watch a fake out, right? So, and then you had to stay up for another 2 hours. I'm going to tell you guys, you had to wake up at 4 a.m., then you had to stay up for another 2 hours, right? Are we bouncing back? Things look good. What's up, Desmond? Nice to have you here. What's up, brother? Freddie in the house. Freddie, you can talk with Desmond. Chat him up in the chats there. Desmond, nice to have you in the VIP chats. We encourage you to become a community member, somewhat. Become a base camper, right? We have base camp. That's our introductory level. We have just nice rooms in the back full of traders. Shout out to Jacob. He's active in the back. Shout out to Luke. AJ Crypto. Shout out to Richard. What's up, Richard? Fresh in for Co-Rio. What's up? Nice to have you back on home turf for a minute. Absolutely. So let's cover this. And Jason's lit. I have to say, Jason's lit. What's going on? We have a lot of guys in the back. I'll do some formalized additional shout outs here in a little bit with some pictures and say what's up. Yeah, we got a shout out to Luke, guys. Check this out. This is super cool. Now Luke, okay, Luke, cool guy, good VIP. But look what Luke did this last weekend, guys. Check this out. This is cool. I know you guys are up. It's like, well, I'm supposed to go to work. Check this out. Check this out. First of all, this report that hit, guys, the report that hit, this is a Wall Street Journal report, okay? Wall Street Journal news. U.S. inflation seen hitting fastest pace in 4 decades. Wow. Yeah, fastest pace in 4 decades. That's impressive, guys. So I have the details on that. We're going to go through that here in a little bit, okay? But I wanted to shout out to Luke. Check out what Luke. Where are those pictures, Luke? There's some cheerleaders. That's nice. Doesn't go without saying. Where are the pictures, Luke? I thought you put the pictures in here. I think you did. I'm gonna have to find them. Check this out. Luke went snowboarding, snowmobiling, etc. Like big time. Like there are more pictures in the back of really cool stuff this last weekend. So shout out to Luke. Glad you did that. Shout out to Vlad. Has been in the back. What's up, Vlad? Nice to have you, brother. What's going on? VIP, great trader. Vlad has a good experience in terms of good history in terms of trading experience, etc. Going to shout out also, of course, to Josh on the bottom, $1 Million champ. Going to shout out to Angel on the top, also the $500 super chat. King, hope you're both doing well. And let's dig into the charts now. In terms of how this presented itself, we can go through the back chats. What I brought to the VIP literally at 4 in the morning, I'm like, no one's up. No one's awake. I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, no one's here. And then it faked out of this nice bull flag we had. VIP weren't awake. Maybe a few of them were watching, right? Maybe, I don't know, guys, but it was 4 a.m. I'm like, I hope they're not still awake, right? So I woke up at 4 a.m. This was 4 a.m. And what happened? On the 5-minute, and this is just, this is the way the market's been. At 4 a.m., all right, it cranks up through this nice line of resistance. We expect it to confirm, move to the upside. What does it do? It just boosh right back into and through the line of resistance. You guys know a clean, just so we cover the clean technicals. Let's talk about clean technicals. Let's go through that real quickly. And guys, this is London with Crypto Kingdom, right? And Bitcoin spike. We caught the spike at what was that? At 29,750. So yeah, I'm going to be back there. I'm going to be up, etc. If it presents us bad technicals, at some point, if this one capitulated back into this zone, we can essentially, we'll go through what it is maybe other than a bull flag, because it's just not, guys, I don't know. I know your time is worth something. Absolutely. It's worth a lot to some of you, right? It's like, yeah. So when you're looking at an imperfect pattern, I'm not going to sit there and tell anybody, well, it's 4 a.m. It just capitulated back into the channel. Oh, but let's stay up for another 3 hours and see if it surprises us. I understand your time's worth money, right? Time is money. Your time is worth money. I understand that, right? So at some point you have some expectations. The expectations of a typical flag would be this. You break out of this line of resistance right up and above, then you reconfirm this line of previous resistance, turn it into support, and then boom, move to the upside. Right here we have a different scenario. At 4 a.m. in the morning, it wanted to do this. Right? That's not a classy move, guys. It's not a real classy move. So, if you slept in, if you weren't up at 4 a.m., if you kind of let the market take its own course, you probably did well, right? But if you're watching it then, hey, Desmond in the house as base camper. What's up, brother? Nice to have you. Hey, very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, and I'm having an issue. Normally this is just cranking and blaring music. I think I kicked the computer this morning. Normally the music is off the charts. Yeah, I did something, guys. That's my fault. So hopefully you're hearing that noise, Desmond. If not, I will shout out and we'll do another revamp of that noise, of the music. It's supposed to go like, it's nice tunes. Nice to have you, Desmond, in the house. Welcome to VIP. Welcome to Crypto Kingdom. Make sure you follow us over on, look at this, Don't want to see this. I'll explain what's going on with the price action now. Make sure you follow us over at The Kingdom on the top there, at The Kingdom, and so everybody knows. You guys, welcome Desmond. That's so cool. Shout out in the chats. That's the way to be. That's awesome. That's VIP. Now, as you search on Twitter, go to your search box on the top, and just to show you how to get there, go to your search box on the top there, type in The Kingdom, and then I'll show you how to get to us on Twitter, okay? Once you type in The Kingdom in your search box, scroll down here. It'll say go to The Kingdom, okay? And I'll try and put that in the chat for you guys. Or Freddie, maybe you can load them up with that link, maybe to the Twitter. That'd be sweet. That'd be awesome. Would appreciate that very much. Then we'll go through, Desmond, our deal is we are very technically inclined. We like technicals, right? What was the key technical that worked out with? Because there are two approaches. There's going to be two approaches to the market. One is what? One is a random walk, right? The market's on a random walk, okay? There's no way to beat it. It's completely random. There's nothing we can do about it. It's either going to go up, it's going to go down, it's going to take its own course of action. There's no way to beat it, okay? That's kind of in line with kind of some people will argue an efficient market theory. Okay, an efficient market theory means the market efficiencies are maximized. No one can beat anything, okay? The market is the market. At its maximum efficiency, it's going to beat everybody. That's kind of in line with, your participation. It's going to be, it's a random walk theory, right? So we subscribe to technical analysis. We like technical analysis. We believe that we can gain an edge on the market through looking at things like this. This is a fan. Now this belongs to, it's copyright. I'm going to go ahead and say it's copyright information. I do see it all over Twitter, etc. So I see this all over Twitter everywhere. So they're sharing this information openly, etc. The basic concept of a trend. This is the fan principle at the bottom, right? The breaking of the third line. You see the 1 here, the 2, and the 3, right? We have this pattern here, and people don't talk about fans very much. So let's talk about fans. This 1, 2, 3, breaking of the third. What I want to discuss, right, the breaking of the third trend line signals the upside trend reversal. It's kind of that scoop pattern, right? You see the rounding formation. When we see that, we don't necessarily know what to call it, right? So shout out to the New York Institute of Finance. Hope I can send you guys some more great students. I know a lot of VIP have gone over to the New York Institute of Finance online. It's like a $100 course to learn the basics of technical analysis. Yeah, that sounds really cool. It's $100 online, and it was founded by the New York Stock Exchange in 1922. So they know price action. So when we look at this specific formation here, we don't believe that like the market's a completely random by chance event. We just don't. We don't believe like this efficient market theory, whatever they want to call it. It's like there's no way to beat the market. No, we believe that like if we pay attention, right, and we're on it, and I'll just tell you guys, this morning was rough. It was 4 a.m. I'm going to say at 4 a.m. it started to try and play the flag. Guys, I don't expect anybody to be up at 4 a.m. Anytime the market needs you to be up at 4 a.m. That's one thing about crypto. You have to maintain your life, right? You have to maintain your job, your life, your family, whatever it is. If you trade full time, even if you trade full time, it's like I'm going to miss that one. That one's going to go off at 4 in the morning. Well, I get the next one, right? So always, I just say, eat well, sleep well, and take care of those relationships that you have, right? Real important, right? The things you invested in before you started investing, because the market will come and go. It'll have good seasons and bad seasons, but it's those relationships that are real important. So as we look at like the fan principle, like we do TA, we do technical analysis, right? Boom, you see that on the screen. Very nicely laid out, and then bam, we'll lay it over. Let me get the right chart there. There we go. Let me move this one down so we can kind of toggle back and forth. Boom. You see that? Boom. Yeah, so we can constrict it just a bit just to do a perfect layover. But that is what we're talking about in terms of TA. Having brought this to the VIP beforehand last night, at least we were prepared for the move. If you wanted to wake up at 4 a.m., hey, cool. If you were up at that time, that's fine. If you weren't, understood, right? Understood, right? And Desmond, nice to have you. Now you're a base camper. Base camp is that general. It's the base level, right? You're ready to kind of move up to VIP at some point. That's the top level of membership. Guys in the back that are trading full time. That VIP group in the back. It's that's where like the big charts are going into. But it's more of a time commitment. A lot of the guys are trading full time. It's where all the charts are placed. It's for people who really are really into trading. I'm just going to say that. So it's a great place to start at the base camp. And this is in the back here, just an example of where we're really cranking into the market, really going through a lot of the charts, a lot of the different, hey, shout out to Jacob there. Great charts. Jacob has great charts. So going through a lot of the different market componentries, et cetera, in the back, right? So yeah, and so it's up to you as to how much you want to trade, how involved you want to be always. And shout out to Freddie. We have to go through again. I have to. Why? Because yesterday I said, and it was interesting. Yesterday I said we're gonna go back and deal with the kapow, right? I just said that. I don't know why. It came to mind. I'm like, there's gonna be a kapow somehow. I guess this was the kapow event. You guys, if you watched the stream yesterday, I don't know. I do stuff like this, guys. I get kind of feelings and I do stuff, and a lot of times it's kind of okay. It's just me. I'm London. I'm just that's it, right? Sometimes I'm like, we have to go to the back end because people wanted to know what was going to happen, right, in the market yesterday. I'm like, well, we're going to go back with VIP. I'm going to go back in the DM restricted zone, and we're going to have a kapow, right? I don't know what, and so that's our kapow, okay? That happened. That was good, okay? Kapow. I mean, it felt like it kind of wanted to do something. It was, I mean, at 4 a.m., I don't blame anybody for this one. I mean, I'm serious. At 4 a.m., right? At 4 a.m., you want to juke people out at 4 a.m. The save was this. Now, technically, the save was what? Right? And whether or not you booked a trade on this, if the timing was off, et cetera, with your schedule, cool. I mean, come on, guys. If it's 4 a.m., like, well, and it juked you out at 4 a.m., none of the patterns have wanted to trade. There have been so many fans that have tried to trade. We tried to trade one successfully on Luna, right? And then Luna just completely through the ground. Everything has completely been difficult to trade. The fact that on the hourly we're above this 200 moving average right here is notable right now. Okay, I'm gonna highlight this. This is very notable. Like the odds have been like I'd say 15 to 1. 15 to 1. Okay, so yeah, Freddie gets the trophy. I told anybody, whoever trades into this specific line of resistance we were in, I said, I'm going to give you a trophy. I said that yesterday, right? I did. Bam. As a matter of absolute fact. Now, Freddie's a great VIP. Why did I say that? Because it's not that it wasn't indicated at all. It's just not easy. It's not easy to go ahead and say yes. And I talked about yesterday, how many times can we be thrown down, right, in the market? How many times can you take a no for an answer in the market? How many times can you have it just say, I'm going to, that's my, essentially, you put your money in a trade, it's going to say, that's my money now. Like, hold on, hold on. You just, whatever. And I did some research yesterday. I went through in terms of some very interesting stuff, guys. Some interesting stuff. I showed a fake out back in 1940, the Dow Jones. It was the Dow Industrial chart. 1940, there was a huge fake out in the market. It was interesting. So I showed that to VIP, and I'm like, guys, this is nothing new, right? So the thing I said yesterday about the VIP, and I said about this line of resistance, and I wanted it to kind of resound, right? Throw us 50 trades against us. Hit us with 50. Where's the 50s? Where's the 51st? Where's the next one, right? Hit us a million times. The mentality you have to have in the market, you hit us a million times, okay? Where's the million and first time? Let's go, right? You have to be like that. You have to be able to look and schedule into with the market. And I talked about this like sufficiently yesterday, but just to review the fact the market, and even, I'll just say this, guys, I've heard the New York Institute of Finance, I've heard, some real go-getters in the market talk about a lot of traders cannot handle. They cannot handle the psychology of losing. And guys, this is in a crowd, in a crowd, and obviously this isn't financial advice. I don't give that, guys. I give you, the street smarts that I know in capital S, i.e. Wall Street, okay, from me having been a financial professional, a financial analyst, etc., over like $1 billion equity fund, being across the table from Harvard Foundation, right? Me doing calculative returns for Harvard Foundation, doing things like that. Certified, for Duke University. So I know a lot of people. I do in the markets and around, just my experience levels. But when I hear New York Institute of Finance talking with, real core traders, right, who are in training and telling the core traders, these guys that are going to work with the Goldman Sachs, et cetera, you name the outfit, right? Whether, wherever they're going, but they're training, they're being taught at New York Institute of Finance. And when I hear the instructor tell them, a lot of people and a lot of you in this room, et cetera, won't be able to handle the 6 or the 12 trades against you, or the 8 to 10 trades that'll go against you in a row. And you hear that, and you identify with it differently. because it's not, it's not a new trader. It's not someone who doesn't know what they're doing. No, they're teaching people that are going to trade on the street. And guys, I'll give you the link for it. I'll give you that. A lot of you already have that. But when you hear New York proper, kind of just whoever it is, New York proper, or anyone tell any room full of traders that are in training at a professional level, when you hear them, and I've heard it, when you hear them say, so a lot of you won't be able to handle, or many traders cannot handle 10 moves against you in a row. Or you're like, oh, so the good traders have the ability, to get over that. So that's what I was talking about yesterday with this line of resistance, right? Whoever would trade into that would get the trophy, right? And who got the trophy? Big shout out to Freddie in the house. What's up, Freddie? Have to give it to him, because I said that yesterday just sufficiently, right? And wanted to, this is just, that's the way it is. So, Desmond, you're getting here on a good day. The trick, I'm going to say the trick, if there's any kind of trick, is having heavy cash reserves, being able to stomach those 8 to 10 in a row, right? And being able to still continue to throw at the market, right? It's like a fighter that has to go 12 rounds. Crypto Cross in the house. Crypto Cross, nice to have you. If you're not having any sound, yeah, we have sound. We have sound. Let me just get to you. We have sound. So I will. Not sure what's going on with the sound. Make sure that it's not your system. So as we would look at the details here, one of the key features, is going to be the resiliency, right? The resiliency, the ability to get up, right, when you've been knocked down. When I talk about like a prize fighter, right? If we get into the prize fighter, you cannot reserve cash, etc. You can't go in. Like if you watch a fighter, right, the first round, sometimes you'll see a fighter go in, you're like, he's not going to last, man. You see that guy, he looks great for 30 seconds, 1 minute, right? But yeah, he's not going to last. We see that, right? We see that dynamic when we see somebody, even on a big fight, someone who seems well-disciplined, etc., right? And, right, yeah, who seems well-disciplined, and what's the deal? Yeah, they will get into the fight, and we'll see it, and it's like, hold on, man. You see what he's doing? You see how he's not going to be able to hold up like this, right, on a prize fight. You'll see that sometimes, right? So same dynamic in the marketplace in terms of heavy reserve cash. As we're looking at the chart for Bitcoin, it's the same, right? Someone who is, involved, let's just say, with huge cash positions. Say this is the entirety of your cash reserve, right? And you want to throw it in. Let's just say your cash position looks like this. This is the entirety of your cash position that you have available to throw into the market. Well, I'm going to trade it in up here, and you're going to expect this to grow into a larger position, right? That's the prize fighter that's getting in and throwing everything he's got in the ring in the first 30 seconds. I'll just tell you, right? Now, you can sometimes he'll get the knockout, right? Sometimes he'll get that first round knockout. All right, maybe he's good. But unless you're like Iron Mike Tyson, unless you're something else like that, you're going to encounter a situation where you're going to need to have this reserve in the tank, okay? I mean, the extraordinary phenomenon, well, it's a first round knockout every time with this guy, right? Even that guy is like, the time he gets caught is something's going to happen. And maybe you're conditioned to trade like that, and you can trade like that. It's the absolute abnormality, right? It's the real rare event that someone can continually do that, particularly with computerized systems now, that if you show up like Iron Mike Tyson here, now we've got computerized systems that say, oh, we got somebody who wants to trade like an Iron Mike Tyson. And all of a sudden, you've got computerized systems these days, which literally will do this to you at the next level. Oh, you want to do this? However it is that you just knocked us out on a computerized basis, guys, they're called arbitration bots. I'm just going to tell you. Okay, so you can make the move at the next level. You can go for the complete knockout, okay? And you can literally enter, exit with your, and guys, arbitration bots are not just, do some research, do your own research on what an arbitration bot is. But you go Iron Mike up at the top, I'm going to tell you, what is possible, very possible, is that your cash position here all of a sudden get swarmed and swamped up by, and I'm just talking about like really heavy hands, this and that, and the market wanting to just clean up this whole way out and turn into a superstar, okay, yeah, you're going to get some arbitration bots that are going to start floating around on your position and make it real difficult for you to enter and exit. I speak from experience, all right? Completely cleaning up on the top level. Boom, upon this drop. Yeah, boom, Iron Mike, bam, knockout, right? Another one, bam, knockout. Then all of a sudden, whoa, right? What are these? Yeah, me getting a word back from the exchange. Oh, these are arbitration robots. Do what? Arbitration robots, right? I just knocked you out 2 times. Up here, I just knocked you out 2 times cold in the first round. They're like, yeah, we know. That's why we put all these arbitration robots all around. And I'm like, do what? I mean, it's a market, man. You got to let me trade. So this is a realistic factor that we're dealing with right now as I talk about things. So, Freddie, keep that in mind. Keep it in mind that these heavy cash reserves, you as a fighter need to keep going. Like you won this, and everyone take heed. Take heed, right? Freddie has the trophy. He's the top trader for January 2022. I said I would give the trophy yesterday to anyone who traded into what? Anyone who traded into this line of resistance, right? We went to the back for the Kapow, right? Kapow was at 4 a.m. Yeah, it wasn't convenient in terms of timing. We'll talk about what we're up against right now in terms of the patterning. We're going over Bitcoin. It's 43,574. Quite the recovery. I'm going to say quite the recovery from the 39,000. Guys, 39,000, almost 500, almost 39.5, about 39,663, right? So almost 39.5, right? Call it 39.5. That's rough, right? That's pretty low. So in terms of the recovery we've seen thus far, we'll talk about it in the pattern that got us there. But yeah, you're talking almost a 10% rebound from there. Okay, so that's significant, right? If you were able to pick that up, we can talk about some strategy too. I thought about some strategy points for you, how to cover yourself in a market like this. One of the strategic ways, right? One of the strategic approaches you could take amongst many, right? Now, I say do your own research. Like I've done my research like with math, right? Just basic math. Like how would I cover positions like this? How would I make sure I have some exposure, right? Some exposure. Then I would probably have, you could really do 2 things, right? Let's talk about like one strategy that you could take, just one amongst many. You guys, I look forward to you telling me what your strategies are after you've studied up a little bit. Like, Freddie's doing a great job. Jacob does a great job. We got all kinds of strategies in the back, right? I'm just going to tell you guys that. So you guys, maybe we'll hear from some other strategists soon. Nothing wrong with being a strategist. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do an A, a B, and a C. I think you're going to like this. We haven't really covered this as much, okay? So let's go through an A, a B, and a C. In terms of a strategy, because what Bitcoin likes to do a lot of, you guys know this, is range, right? It likes to establish some sort of a range, right? Let's change this up. This preceding range levels. Essentially, this is price action at a level of the Fibonacci. Hold on. I'm so sorry. I'm still on that trophy. You just got a lot of airtime. I was looking at the wrong screen. Congratulations, Freddie. Congratulations, Freddie. Freddie's like, it's going to be me the whole time. All right. So anyway, that prize fighter syndrome, huh? You make sure that was your moment there. I just left it on the screen. Sorry about that. That's funny, huh, Freddie? Yeah, we could just do it the whole time to turn it into a podcast, no charts, and it's just Freddie. Yeah, that'd be cool. That's funny, huh? Way to go, Freddie. All right. That was your time. That was your moment, bro. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong screen, just doing my TA. I looked back and like, they're still on the trophy. All right. Now, let's talk about. That's okay, huh? Freddie deserves that. Let's talk about if we can define the range. Now, this is the difficult part. If we can define the range, pardon for the technical issues, etc. I bet Crypto Cross is laughing at. Yeah, Crypto yesterday. Cross yesterday. I told everybody. You probably heard. I said if you trade into this line of resistance, I'm going to give you a trophy. Right? I did. Right? So very nice. Also, we talked about kind of the kapow. We were going to go back for the kapow moment, right? That was the idea. At 4 a.m. in the back, looks like we're trying to pick up here. We'll go through the details. But at 4 a.m., see, that's that line of resistance. What was on that line of resistance? Hey, at 4 a.m., it was that's the dotted line is that line of resistance across the top here, was a specific bull flag, okay? So in terms of the positions that you took, etc., it was a difficult bull flag. We'll talk about the details again on that in addition to the top line patterning currently going on. Let's see. Let me dig in here real quickly. Let me go. Okay, now, yeah, I'm trying to find the exact chart. What did we go over? Here we go. There's the formation, the fan reversal formation. Absolutely, I brought that to the VIP yesterday. Why? Because, guys, it really matches up well, and we're just going to review this, guys, in terms of in terms of reviewing the patterns. I feel like it's really important right now to review the pattern framework of something that's successful in terms of a potential reversal. Right? This reversal is a classic design reversal, classic technical analysis, copyright to Murphy, copyright to New York Institute of Finance, etc. We love your materials. Guys, sign up with NYIF if you can. So as we would look at this fan reversal here, let's just go ahead and do this diagnostic one more time. Boom. You see that? Wham, perfect layover, right? We love that. Love TA. It's just very nice. So shout out to all the VIP. I just have to say, at this one, you had to be up at 4 a.m. to catch it. You had to be up at 4 a.m. Then you had to wait 2 hours for this specific flag to really play out. So, did you already have a position? I'm going to talk about the ABC kind of principle, the ABC notion right now. As we discuss this, let's get rid of the fan real quickly. I want to talk about where we're hung up currently. We're currently hung up essentially at this line, which would indicate an ascending, a rising wedge. I say a rising wedge or an ascending wedge, but a rising wedge, a constriction between two lines, guys, the resistance and the support, which are going to be constricting or narrowing, okay? So we have a lot of patterns in play right now. This is the current one that traders are looking at. In terms of this previous function, let's talk about, again, just to remind ourselves, what's the classic, the real classical feature that we wanted to play out here, which did frustrate, was the bull flag, okay? It did frustrate at 4 a.m. It capitulated back, just some grinding, some etching, right? And Bitcoin likes to do that quite a bit. It makes you wait, right? As you look at the charts, you're waiting for that big move. It just makes you wait, guys. The market has been slow. Bitcoin is slow, right? FXS was a huge one, right, today that went up 50%. Very nice. We presented that in the back for the VIP prior to that 50% move, right? Huge. If you guys don't know what Frax shares is, pay attention to it. A 50% move. You're not going to find much better in terms of technicals, but differentiated, guys, different mixed signals on the line chart than from the actual candle wicks, right? So, yeah, I did say last night Frax was the best looking chart in the crypto market. I did say that last night before it went up 50% to the VIP, but I said that with the understanding of what? It's the best looking chart on the candle wicks. It's not the best looking chart on the actual lines. So we're finding mixed signals throughout almost everything to successfully differentiate between those signals. Guys, it's a little bit it's a little difficult. Let's just say that. It's just not intuitive. It requires risk, right? It's just the market's going to require risk that you take some of it on, and it's going to impute it. It's going to deliver it, essentially. I guess the best way to look at it is there's a necessary function of the market that it requires risk. It just does, right? And so that's interesting, as we would talk about some different strategies to kind of go forward with. It's going to require risk. So shout out to Freddie, very nice, and yeah, to everyone else. Sorry I left that trophy up so long. Huh? Everyone's like, I've had enough of Freddie. Huh? He's the champ. Huh? He got extra airtime. Huh? Well, I don't know, but Freddie's a good guy. You guys don't know Freddie. You don't know Freddie. Freddie's a big timer. He is. Huh? They don't know you, do they, Freddie? Huh? That's all right. He's VIP. That's all they need to know. But they don't even know it like that. I have to comment, you guys don't know Freddie like that. Freddie is VIP, but Freddie's a big deal. Freddie's like a big deal. I don't even talk about that stuff, do I? Nah, I don't need to. Yeah, he's like, I guess you'll tell him. We'll tell him. Whatever, if they need to know. But just nice job. Way to go. And way to go to all the VIP, all the base campers, etc. If you're in base camp, we want you to upgrade. I understand that it will take some time requirements, right? So Bitcoin up 2%, not a huge deal, right? But it's guys, it's everything surrounding Bitcoin. It's the market. It's the entire market cap, right? We're over 2 trillion now. I think we could go through the details on it. But as we look at that, it's the play right now on the economy, the kind of the macro effect, the worldwide issue versus the U.S. issue. Inflation numbers just coming out today. Bitcoin is a hedge. Currently, like people looking at that $100,000 target. All of this information is like, can we hit a reversal? Did we just hit one? I did some read through yesterday. I thought it was really interesting read through on some other market factors, right? Like, and it was just interesting, guys. I looked at what was it? I don't know what was that. The market, the something I read in one of the materials. The markets, how the stock market responded previously to the initiation and the ending of the Cuban Missile Crisis. Events like that, right at the end of the Cuban Missile Crisis, at the beginning of it, right when it entered into the crisis, when it got out of it, when like the release versus the entry. You could do the same thing, say the same things with like wars, with certain events like that. We, I almost brought that to the VIP last night. I said I brought them the fan. We tried to get, and I tried to, and I did. I got them the flag at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. and it did not. It juked out. It just did. So I don't know. And at 4 a.m., VIPs were sleeping. I have to say that VIPs were sleeping. So I think Freddie and you, I think you guys woke up. I'm glad you guys were sleeping. I tell you all the time, like, get your sleep, right? I don't want you guys completely, like 24/7 glued to the monitor. So I was like, yes, I woke up at 4 a.m. and the VIPs were sleeping. That's okay. No problem. They did have this potential structure in play. And we'll talk about essentially kind of the danger zone that we're in right now. Okay, what are the hurdles that we're in up against right now? One would be this rising wedge to the right. Let's do that in pink. Let's make that kind of bubblegum color so it'll stand out for us. Let's do something like that. There we go. So in terms of the fan, and guys, just TA, classical TA, right? We don't cover fans much, but I like the fact that we've kind of started to. It gives a lot of expression to, well, it's just a double bottom. Well, it's really a fan principle, right? So as we would look at what solidified the breakthrough, essentially was that breaking of the third level. Then we're going to talk about that ABC. I'm going to get back to that in just a moment, but it looks like we're moving a little bit in price. So yeah, we'll review this one more time just because I don't think anyone else is going to cover this at all ever in the market, period. I don't think any other station or anyone else is going to look at this fan principle, right? The fan principle at the bottom, the breaking of the third trend line signals the upward trend, okay? So I don't think anyone is going to cover that at all in the market, like ever. I just don't think they're going to do it. Like I watch some of the other TA channels. They don't even know how to do a Fibonacci. They don't know how to draw a Fibonacci, right? So we do. We like Fibonacci's, right? We're into like Fibonacci levels, targeting, compounding down. We're into the details of TA. So I want to cover the things that maybe you won't catch anywhere else. A lot of those other channels may get you in trouble. I just tell you, it's just difficult, right? It's just, but sometimes the people who just slam into things blindly do real well, okay? A lot of times, like I know Freddie's committed to TA. He just is. He likes value. He has good entries. That's one of the key facets, right, are those good entries. And he's also, you're at the plate, right? You hit the home runs and you're at the plate. I'll tell you that in terms of your understanding or your presence in the market. You're very involved. He is. So that's, to hit the grand slam, you got to be up at bat, right? And he is. He definitely is. So let's see what we got. The one love, what's going on? And appreciate you guys. Look at this. It's nice because Desmond is in the house. New base camper with the channel. Like that. Base camp means you want to go up, right? In your account, everything else. Essentially to ultimately to VIP. I like the fact that we have these badges going again. Thank you guys. Freddie, shout out. You got your badge going. Desmond with the badge. Crypto Cross with the badge. Just like it. It's really, it adds that flavor of who is kind of here and who is not, right? And we just want people who are not, some people come in with an agenda. They just do. And we've seen plenty of them, and we have to remove them because this is, at the top it says VIP exclusive. And that's what we want for you guys. We want something very exclusive. We want something valuable. And it's just nice to be able to bring it in the context of people who say, yeah, I belong. And, it's $3-4, okay, $5 a month. Okay, I do belong. For the people who want to trade full-time in the back, it's that larger kind of commitment of really the money is one thing, but, time. And we want people to prove they want to be a part of it. That's a big deal for me. It's like you'll value something if you put your own if you put your resources into it. So it's kind of a big it's a big, when I talk to people about the money, even friends and stuff, it's like they'll say, well, I don't know if I'll become VIP. It's not anything about the money. It's, do they want to transition their life to trading, like to really trading? A lot of people want to trade crypto. Like, yeah, I want to trade. When you explain to them you're going to be trading full time, a lot of people think, okay, cool. I want to do that full time. I don't like my job. But they don't make the transition mentally to the fact that that's a full-time trading position. You're going to be trading full-time, right? right? Seriously, huh? Yeah, I'm going to be trading full time, like 40 hours a week, like 80 hours a week. Yeah, people are trading full time. So shout out to Tommy. What's going on? Listen, made some good money. Good, good. Glad you made some good cash. Hit it up with the badge. We'd like to see you with the badge, Tommy. Just talking about that. If you made some good cash, don't just show up. Shout out and support the community. Absolutely. At least get a badge going. There we go. Yeah, get a some level of membership so we know you belong. This is 2022. We're kind of revamping things, so we're looking forward to you. I don't know. Show yourself, man. Get your badge level together. Like, don't just show up and say, "Hey, we made a bunch of money." That's good. I'm glad you made money, but definitely do be involved in the community and let them know that that you belong here, etc. We would require that. Okay, it's an exclusive, VIP exclusive. Thanks for shouting out. And yeah, get that together right now. You can get that together right now. Because yeah, we kicked out somebody yesterday, 2 days ago. We just kicked them out. He showed up and said, "I've got all this money in Harmony One and everything." I'm like, okay, what are you doing for the community, right? I've done, anyway, it was, let's see. I learned me very much. Good. Well, I'm glad if the stream has taught you a lot. Good. Go ahead and we need you to join. Okay, if you've made a lot of money and you've watched the streams, that's great for us. That's great for you. But you need to join the community because this is for members, right? It really is. We have a very exclusive group, right? Good. You will be VIP. You need to fix that now. That's easy. That's an easy deal. Let's see. Do you have to have Twitter? Yeah, you need to have a Twitter. We're going to get you all hooked up with Twitter. We'll walk you through that. Freddie will hook you up with that. You can give him a link, Freddie. Yeah, there you go. Freddie in the house. Give him a link and let him know what's going on. Freddie just won. Hey, Tommy, Freddie just won the I told anyone yesterday, anyone who traded into the line of resistance, I said, you're going to get the trophy. Who did it? Freddie did it. Freddie did it. Number one, the guy you're talking to right there in the chat. He is VIP, definitely. And there's a reason I told people that, because the market had been very, very critical, guys. I mean, critical of me, of the market, yeah, but very, I'd say cruel. I don't want to use the word cruel, but yeah, it had been really, really tough. So this line of resistance I was talking about yesterday, I said I'd give a trophy to anybody who traded into it, right? I guess the expectation was, maybe we're going to get through it. I mean, to the extent that people want to know where it's going, etc. I like Freddie's style. He's a trader. He doesn't need to be told, I'm going to do this, going to do that. You show him the potential trade, he'll take it. He just will. I know he'll take it, right? I've seen him plenty of times. I mean, I've seen it, right? You show him 10 trades, and that's a lot of what I do in the back. And it's nice. You guys, you need to know, like, Wall Street proper, just from what I know, and I just have some friends. That's it. That's all my involvement. That's it. But they'll use stuff called like a strainer, right? A filter, a strainer. They'll be shown 15 or 20 trades that they can take, right? 15 or 20 possible trades. As I flip through the different, things here, this was Frax last night, FXS, that I brought last night. Look at this. Guys, it was up 2%. Look at this. If you can zoom in, Frax was up 2%. Boom. So the strainer, the filter, this and that, me bringing things to, and I like it because I like the number one trade group, period. Okay, I like the number one trade group. That's us. That's what I'm concerned about, right? Well, you charge money for VIP. I don't charge anything for VIP. I could charge people $10,000 a month, or $5,000 a month, or $1,000 a month. Okay, if I'm bringing people, look at this, guys. Okay. Frax looks bullishly designed. I get into, kind of the best looking chart, etc. on Frax. It was up what? It was up 2%, 2.42%. I let VIP know it's the best looking chart on the candle wicks. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because it went up 50%. It was up 2%. It was at $35.70. Look at that bull pennant. Boom. So that's what I do for the VIP in the back. That's what I do consistently. I'm trying to bring charts where you guys can feel kind of like pros and say, well, I've got 10 trades here that I can choose today. I got 10 of them I can trade, right? Look at what FXS did. Look at this. Bam. Let's go through the details. It was at 35. It was at 35. Look where it shot up to. Bam. Right? Look at this, guys. $35. Boom. 48% to the upside. Bam. So That's how I like to look at things in terms of like, yeah, a pro, and you'll if you look at read about the industry, read a book report about the industry, you'll see that the pros kind of get, maybe to the office and they decide, well, they get 5 or 10 different kind of charts they're going to look at. Maybe I want this trade, maybe I don't. Okay, maybe I like this other one. Maybe you do your own risk assessment. I'm not doing, I'm not managing your accounts. I'm not doing any of that crud, right? That's let me say, in terms of the financial advice, that's not what the VIP room is about, right? I'm not just doling that out, but it's for people who want the different possible trades to put together. And I like bringing that to you. It's not like I'm your analyst or anything like that. It's like, no, this is our group. We got to be number one. I like Angel on the top, 500 Super Chat King, boom, $50,000 contributor. I like that. I like that. I love that, guys. Josh, $1 million champ on the bottom. I love that. Boom. I just that screams winning, right, to me. That's winning. So for X, absolutely 48% to the upside. So glad I brought that to VIP last night, just as a consideration amongst many. Maybe no one took it. Maybe my liability, in terms of this, because I'll do this all the time. It's like, maybe you don't want it because of this. Maybe you want it because of this. And you guys get to know me in the back, like, I don't know. He said it was the best chart on the candles at all. I'm gonna take a risk, right? Now understand, the market requires risk, right? So that is really the I'd say the what would we say? That really is the essence of it, right? You're not going to get just an absolute blank check 100%. And I ask people sometimes, is that what you would want? Because you have to think, if you knew for certain that something was going somewhere, and heaven forbid it didn't work out, right? Heaven forbid it didn't work out when you just knew 100% it was going to work out. Because what would you do if 100% it was going to work out? People would be at the bank. They'd be getting out a loan. They'd be putting in the money from the house, the car, the rent. I've seen it, guys. People convinced it's a 100% deal. Right? Right. So the risk keeps us involved at a reasonable level. I just say that overall, it keeps us involved at a reasonable level. The hurdles that we talk about, well, you're too bearish, well, you're too this and that. No. I mean, I brought a video talking about these levels of resistance. We're still like on the hourly. We're still dealing with this 200. Are we free and clear of it? Well, not really. The purple, are we really free and clear of it? Now, I talked the level of resistance. Let's review this. Yesterday we talked about it, and it's very interesting. Look at the purple line. That's the 200 moving average. Yeah, we've gotten above it like here, right? Yeah, like barely, right? We've gotten above it like barely here, like here, right? We got above it. But look at this, guys. Bam, bam, bam. Right? We barely, okay. Bam, 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 right? Yeah, we got above it here for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Barely, right? This is the last 60 plus days, okay? So as we look at the current framework of the pricing, just understand, we'll go through Phantom and some other ones in a bit. You join, Tommy, you join. And then ask me to go through Phantom, all that other stuff. Come on, man. Time's wasting, bro. Don't just show up and say, don't just show up and say, hey, thanks. It's been wonderful. Made tons of money. Like, you got people that are looking at you, bro. You got VIP right now that are looking at you, right? So let's see. And I don't need a promise of you give me this or that. No, we find value in our group, in our community. That's just what we do. We find value in it. So, and if you can afford $5 a month right now to get a badge in here, you can do that, or I'll kick you out. That's just it. You can join. It's an exclusive VIP. You can join right now with a credit card. You can put in $5 for all the money you've made, or I'll kick you out, and we'll just hang out with ourselves. So you can do that. You have about 5 minutes. That's just it. It says exclusive on the top. VIP is a membership that YouTube allows. They allow it, and I insist on it. Huh? They kind of recommend it, right? They recommend memberships. Like, why don't you do this for your members? Like, I'd like that. Huh? I like that a lot. So they kind of recommend it. I insist on it. Huh? That sounds like the cheekiest comment I could make. It's the truth, right? They recommend it. I insist on it. Huh? I just absolutely love the YouTube team. I just do. And I, believe it or not, like to find the technicals for people like YouTube. For them, because I know some of them are investing in crypto. I just know it. I know they are. I want to be the guy that they want to watch sometimes and be like, look, he found an error. It may be on a crypto that you're investing in. Now, I don't want them to take any kind of financial advice or anything else like that, but, I want them to definitely say, this guy, he's really technical. I think he may, I want to fight for the little guy. And in a lot of terms, I feel like a lot of guys are the little guys. even the guys like YouTube, who seem like the big guys, but it's the individuals who work there who may invest there. It's the individuals at Twitter who work there and invest there, right? And we don't, I don't need to be, sympathizer or empathizer with, YouTube or Twitter too much. I'm sure there's all kinds of problems, but they do a great job in terms of allowing us to have a restricted content. It's really cool. I like how they have set up the different levels of membership. It's cool. It's pretty cool. We couldn't do what we do without them. So absolutely shout out to the YouTube team. Very cool. Very, very cool, huh? I'm sure I may be controversial to them. I don't intend to be, and maybe I do sometimes just to kind of see what they think. And because they have that role. So let's dig into this. I just said that. It's probably the truth. I'm being honest with the YouTube team. Just because, I even contacted them one time. I'm like, can I smoke a cigar on the stream? Can you smoke a cigar on the stream? I would do that. It may offend. I'm like, technically, can I smoke a cigar on the stream? Like, we had just won huge. I mean, that's one thing. If you guys won a big year in the market, you have to be prepared for things like that. It's like, well, what's really going to happen? Oh, I'm going to make all this money. I'm going to drive a Ferrari. I'm going to have all this great stuff. But we have Ferraris up for a reason this year, okay? We have Ferraris up. Shout out to Ambrosio. Ambrosio, what's up, bro? But as we would look at this, it's like one thing you guys need to be prepared for. You may be smoking a lot of cigars, huh? I just have to tell you, it's like we found Luna at $4.60. Shout out to Angel, right? Hey, brother. As we look at this, I mean, from the heart, huh, Angel? As we look at this, you don't realize it's like, well, you want all that. That's really great, but it's like, man, I've smoked 500, probably 1,000 cohibas right now. Like, man, that's a lot of cohibas. I know, man. We were going to have a great year. We did have a great year, but you better be prepared, right? It's like, what would you do if you won? If you won the lottery? Well, I'd be smoking cigars. You would be. And then you realize, man, I've smoked 1,000 cohiba cigars. Like, you don't want to see my cohiba invoices. You just don't want to see them. Right? So I bring that up in terms of like what you ask for is what you get, and a joke with the YouTube team, because sometimes I will, with the YouTube team. I'm like, well, what would you do if I did this? It's like he's purposely causing problems. No, I just want to know, can I smoke a cohiba on stream? And they're like, yes, you can, but we wouldn't recommend it. And I appreciate that. I think they're out for our best interest. I just really do. I get that feeling from them when I talk to them. They're cool like that. Granted, one time they changed the link for our station here. You guys will like this. Desmond, you'll like this. I have, this is like a Bitcoin investment channel. I'm drawing out a descending wedge right now, a bullish pattern by design, okay, on Bitcoin. But one time they changed the link for my channel. I think they do this to me too. Huh? So kind of a passive-aggressive, joking relationship with YouTube. One time they changed my YouTube link channel to an Indian cook a curry channel. I was like, what? Cooking curry? I'm not cooking curry. I'm trading Bitcoin. And I was on the help with them. The entire channel changed. I was like, something's going wrong. I'm not getting the membership. I'm not getting the type of views, etc. And I was on the chat with them. And while I was on the chat with them, I think maybe they're just funny. I don't know. But they changed the link of my channel, and I started to flip out. I'm like, what is this? And it was like all of a sudden my channel turned into cooking curry. And I'm like, what the heck is this? It was like some Indian cooking. I love curry. I really do. I lived in India. I like curry. But I was like, what, so there's that going on. So in terms of the technicals that you guys are watching now, we like to be number one is the bottom line. YouTube knows that. Twitter knows that. VIP knows that, right? What did we deliver to VIP last night? Again, for you to make your own decision, right? For you to make your own assessment. You guys know that top to bottom. Right? As we would look at this specific pattern, let's just review it. So, because you're not going to get this anywhere else. You're not going to see this pattern anywhere else. You're not. You're going to talk about a double bottom, scoop, rounding formation, a saucer. Okay. What is it? What is this formation? That formation is a fan. Okay. Shout out to New York Institute of Finance. You guys see the 1, 2, 3? Look closely at your screen and put this on a big screen TV. Okay. Put this on a big screen TV. So you can see the technicals as they play out. This is what I delivered to VIP yesterday, okay? And we went through that after the stream, telling you guys I was going to give VIP the ones who traded into the resistance, I was going to give them a trophy. Who was the guy who traded into the resistance? Once again, Freddie. Big shout out. Now on the lower time frames, you're going to see this fan principle a little bit better. I'm going to cover it. If I cover it 10 times today, I want you to see it 10 times because it's playing out. It's a reversal pattern, okay? And I want you to see, I want the market to see, I want everyone who tunes in for a minute to see, Oh, that's a fan principle. Oh, well, because no one talks about a fan principle. No one knows what this is, right? No one knows what a fan is, right? Boom. The fan principle at the bottom. This is all New York Institute of Finance stuff. Shout out to them, and guys, I'll help sign up people for them. I really believe in what they do. The copyright information, right? You guys go and look the Murphy book and go get it. Go get the Murphy book, right? I see this all over Twitter, so they share this information everywhere. They just do. Previously broken trend lines 1 and 2 often become support levels. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so we've shared this. We never have a problem with it. But I have researched that. It's like, okay, they're sharing it via Twitter all over, and other groups are sharing Twitter. So it's kind of like this thing. Maybe they don't want it. They don't want me printing up copies of their book and like probably putting on New York Institute of Finance seminars and giving away booklets and badges and all these different things. Like, there you go, you won your New York Institute of Finance ribbon, and I'll have my own, like, we would have our own sub New York Institute of Finance, in Texas, like it's the Texas division, right? They're like, whoa, hold on, So no, I drive a lot of traffic to them. I like you guys to purchase their books. There's 600 other pages. 600 other pages to that specific book. I recommend you all buy Murphy. Okay, it's Murphy Financial Analysis of the Technical Analysis of the Financial Markets. Technical Analysis of the Financial Markets. You guys want to see what it looks like? Yes, you do. Let's look at it. Technical. Then we're going to go over inflation. Technical Analysis. Okay, of the Financial Markets. There we go. And incidentally, their information is available where? It is available literally online. I think you can find it literally online. So in terms of their saying, oh, it's a copyright, they have it online. It's literally 100% online. But that's the book you need to buy. I always encourage, even though it's online, I just want to support those guys. They're cool. They're really cool. It is online. You can find it online for free, but go get a copy of it. You need it in your hand. You need that tangible resource. You can say, yeah, now I really feel like this is mine. Now I really understand it. So as we would look at this, very interesting in terms of this, and I do find this interesting because we saw this play out previously when we were trying to accomplish some positive price action. Recently, we saw this occur. We did. I'm trying to place where exactly this was. Where was this? Now, let's get rid of this. Let's look at a previous fan formation we were in. Let's see. Was it here? Let's look at Bitcoin again, because Bitcoin is trying to throw some curveballs at us right now. And in terms of the entirety of this, let's look. Yeah, this was it beforehand. Okay. We ran into a failed fan here. We felt like it was going to be curving up, right? A lot of the micro patterns, just a smaller pattern as compared to like the macro. A lot of times it'll push into a larger pattern event, right? So we had what was beginning to be a nice fan principle here. Didn't happen, right? On the macro, however, on this macro formation, we did find exactly what we were looking for. So that's just nice. I'm glad to be able to bring that to the VIP beforehand. And we ran into a similar situation with this upside resistance in terms of this rising wedge. A lot of times that'll be the end result of the fan that we've seen recently, at least. Tommy has become a member. What is up, Tommy? In the house. In the house. Yes. Yes, VIP in the house. Tommy in the house. What's up? Big shout out to Tommy. I am so excited. What is going on, Tommy? That's the way you go. Shout out to him, guys. Go ahead and light up the chat there. That's huge. That's huge. That's a big deal. Tommy is doing well, right? What's up, man? That is yo. That is awesome. I'm so excited. VIP. Here we go. Boom. We're gonna welcome Tommy, huh? Absolutely. And Tommy, you got to put together a Twitter profile, etc. Have to put together a Twitter profile. Why? Because I'm going to feature you. I want to feature you. I want to do some cool stuff, and we're going to let people know what you're doing, and it's going to be a cool deal. Okay, so I appreciate you joining. The first order of business for you: buy this book. Boom. Make sure you buy this book. Okay. Okay, and I know, yeah, Tommy's new. That's good. Buy this book. All right, take a picture with your, take a picture. Freddie, make sure you get him this book. Make sure you get him into the VIP. Make sure you get the Twitter, etc. Make sure you get him the links. Freddie's like our VIP, he's the champ right now. We got Josh, $1 Million champ. Freddie's the champ for January. I just said it yesterday. You guys know that. So have to follow through with my end of it. I like building new champions, people who are receiving new accolades, people who are stepping up continually. We want to challenge you, right? We do. When we don't want you to be overly aggressive and trying to kill and beat the market. Again, it's not the Iron Mike Tyson. We're not going for that first round knockout every single round. We're not. We just, that's not sustainable. But as we look at it, that doesn't mean you can't go on streaks. That makes me think of Jason Slit. What's up, Jason? What is up, Jason? Huh? I don't know. Streaky guy. I wonder if he's on a streak now. Don't know. But I like that fact. I attribute that to you, Jason, because I know you, you did go on a run, and I like that. So as we would talk about this specific pattern here, I want you guys to understand multiple times we've had this push. I mean, it hasn't worked out the way we wanted it to, right? It just hasn't. Now we have this is a falling wedge. Every falling wedge is by design bullish. All right, but you can see how many times we tried to be bullish and continue this way. We're running into a lot of moving averages. Okay, we just are. The latest moving average that I brought to your attention is going to be this purple line here, right? That purple line's the 200. And the reason I have so much green on the screen right now essentially is this specific falling wedge, the support, the resistance, right? Just clearly identified. The support is going to be the bottom. Resistance here, what it can't get above, just a pivot, right? The support, pivot. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? That's a bullish formation. It's going to want to break up and out of that, right? Let's go through this next pattern formation. You guys want to go through the next pattern formation? What was that? That was a descending triangle. We'll just call this a descending triangle. All right. Next Crypto Kingdom billionaire. I like the way he thinks. That's awesome. That is awesome, huh? Maybe you get a trophy. Maybe you get the next trophy. Freddie, maybe you can raise him up. We'll get him a trophy, huh? See if you can get him a link to that specific. Let me see if I can get into to the link. Maybe I can help out with that, and I can send some Ferraris or something else cool. Let me see what I got here. Let's see what we got. And just shout out to all new VIP. Very exciting to have you. Yo, Steve Hinton in the house. What's up, Steve? Nice to see you, brother. Nice to see you. What's up? Now, I'm excited to see Steve. I am. What's up, Steve? Got Steve's setup. I like Steve's setup, his trading setup. He's serious. I almost know for a fact Steve's going to do extremely well long term because he has a good setup. He has invested his time in this group. He has a good setup. Those are the key components to the equation that I see people doing really well. So Steve's just always there. I don't know full time. He has some other hobbies. I'm going to say that he has some other hobbies he's into. I don't know how full time he might be into trading, etc. But I see those core components, right? It's the book one, right? It is. It's the book. Let me get into. You guys need to order that book. Take a picture of it. Order it on Amazon. Shout out to. Right, it's the #1 book on Wall Street that I know of. Right, that I know of. I'm not on Wall Street right now. I don't know if anyone's on Wall Street. I think they cleaned out all the offices. I don't know if they're returning to offices. It may be up to us to run the trade desks at our own homes. Right, they're very cool, huh? Kind of an interesting dynamic. Huh? Everybody's kind of gone out of the offices. Maybe they're there or not. I don't know what's really going on, but we certainly have an opportunity to compete with whomever we choose to compete with these days. Very cool, huh? Used to, you had to have a desk, you had to have all these things. Now, no. Now we're just at home. Yeah, we're at home. We had we go to a cigar bar. You're right next to a big time. Yeah, Tommy, you're welcome. Just welcome. So, preceding level, descending triangle, right? Descending line of resistance, right? Bam, 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 bam. Flat line of support. Bearish by design. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so as we look at these, we want to be able to, and let me go ahead, see if I can get you this link. I'm going to get you the link, Tommy, so you can go to our, let's see, here we go. This is going to help out. There we go. I think I was able to give you the tweet link. There you go. You can do that. Let me go ahead and pin that for you. Pin the message. There we go. So there you go, Tommy. Hit me up at the first. This is what we do for the VIPs. You guys know that. Desmond, I need you to do this as well. Desmond, just brand new, joined, right? The first pinned tweet, I need you to go to it, and I need you to comment and say, I am VIP. I will add you to the back room. Yeah, I will add you to the back room. So the back room is where we go through, like, trade alerts, details. Very excited about, like, Frac shares was a big one yesterday. right? I brought it, and we'll cover this again because I just want you guys to mentally put together what is this. And I didn't conclude this conversation, but Frax shares was around 35, right? $35 when I brought it. And what was that? Frax shares was, let's see, in tough trading. I'll just say tough trading. You had to wake up at, that was at 38, but we brought it earlier at 35, right? It went up 50% from there, right? Just very impressive, right? So what we do, this is kind of like a screener, a strainer. As you look at what do the pros get? Pros get strainers, S-T-R-A-I-N-E-R, a strainer. Okay, yeah, a strainer is what? A strainer is like a filter, right? Some filter you can look through and say, yeah, I want to be able to choose my trades. There you go. So when I'm providing this to you in the back, when we're going through the details, it's so you can look at different potential trades. And so that ultimately we can profit and we can be number one. That's what we want. We want a group effort, right? It takes a group, right? It just does, right? So that Frax shares, boom, went to the upside, 50%. Cool project. Have you guys seen Frax? I just want to educate a little bit on what Frax Finance is. Frax is the world's first fractional algorithmic stablecoin. Huh, okay. So it's got a trading app, all different kinds of stuff. Trade not indicated right now. Okay, always know what you're doing. And again, like Iron Mike Tyson, don't burn yourself out in the first trade. Or like let's say a prize fighter who overshoots on the first round. No, you got 12 rounds on this and multiple fights all year long. So we gotta play like a pro here. Always able to kick in heavy reserve cash. Never throwing that knockout punch every single time. Even if you're a good trader, you don't throw the knockout punch every single time. If you do, I mean, maybe you get 4 or 5 in a row, but they're going to also notice, well, this guy can fight, right? This guy can trade. You may have some other different kind of pressures on you. The market's a little bit interesting right now, okay? So that's all I'll say right now. Just, yeah. So let's look at this, and congrats to Freddie, right? He's the January 2022 already. It's not even over yet. So yeah, you got some. Now it's like, well, we got the rest of January. Well, you've already won. That's a good part, huh? You railed into this line of resistance that we had here. Now we're going to talk about this next line of resistance, right? Essentially the next that secondary line of resistance, and we have multiple lines of resistance. Just not real easy as we would look at it. It's just not like this is a simple one, right? Look at this. You have multiple lines. The market's just caught up on this right now. I guarantee. Like, look at this. You have just multiple lines of resistance that are playing out all over the map, right? The key one yesterday, but I mean, look at this. We have this line here, resistance across the top. We have this line here, resistance, primary resistance to from point A to B here. Let me see. Let me get on to. There we go. Here we go. From A to B. This is. I mean, how many lines do we have? From A to B here, we have a line of resistance, right? Absolutely. Then we have from A to B here. Yep. We have A to B, the one I gave Freddie the trophy for, right here. So we have up and coming, and we also have this flat line here, A to B here. So this would be one we're definitely going to line out in terms of what has to be beat. All right. We have that. We also, we just conquered, I'm going to say this one to the downside. We're up and above it. Can we hold it is the question now. That's the one I gave Freddie the trophy for. Bam, right? But we have this one up and coming. Okay, we have that, right? Let's do away with these wedges for a moment. Let's look at how complicated this becomes very quickly, right? So we have conquered one. We have a second one incoming. We have a tertiary, a third one thereafter that we would need to conquer. Then let's see where this one fits in. Then we have this one kind of in the midst here. So we are just riddled up with different lines of resistance. We have 1, 2, 3 lines incoming. Clear, indicated lines of resistance. Not a maybe, no, real lines of resistance. So while we're up 2.25% and we've recovered 10% of the value, okay, I just want you to be prepared for the fact that, yeah, we have some real, I'd say some real levels incoming, right? Just real levels incoming. You just left a comment on Twitter. Let's see what you got. Let's see what Tommy's done. Boom, 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 boom. Let me get into here. And what do we do? I need to make sure that you did that. And there we go. Next billionaire. Like that. Look at Tom. Let's go. Very cool. Van Larry. He's the next billionaire. Tommy Klimzek. Hey, Tommy Klimzek, what's up? Nice. I'm going to give you a follow, and we're going to add you into the room in the back, okay? Copy link to the profile. I think I can do this just while we're on here and let you go ahead and review some of the chart work in the back, etc. The next VIP billionaire. I love that because we have a millionaire. Why not the billionaire? Let's go ahead and add him to the group. And the rules are we don't allow people to use no outside charts, no outside work. It has to be your own work. So I'm going to add you into that VIP group in the back now. Way to go, Tommy. Welcome to the group. And scroll through, see what all we've done the last 24 hours or so. We welcome you so much to the VIP. We're really excited to have it. And shout out to all the VIP right now. Let's go through. Let's kind of introduce around so you guys know who we're dealing with. Kuda, VIP in the house, U.S. Air Force. What's up, Kuda? Big time. Cool guy. Just take a look at Kuda riding the bikes, set up, profiled out. What's up, brother? A lot of respect, Kuda. A lot of respect. Absolutely. So just cool timing people, VIP in the house. Absolutely. Love that bike. Love that shot. Very nice. There you go. Sting him. Very, very nice. Nice. Luke in the house, family man. Great at charts. Luke is fantastic at charts. Real winner. Knows how to trade. Love having him at VIP. Ambrosio. Roll the moto. What's up, Ambrosio? Nice VIP in the house. Absolutely. Guys, these are VIPs. Freddie won the trophy. Boom. Freddie's a big timer. You guys don't know. Love the trade action. Vlad in the house. Vlad, VIP. Definitely VIP. Without a doubt, VIP. Jason's lit, right? What's going on, Jason? Have to shout out to Jason. Have to. I get to. Very cool. Mark, what's up? Mr. James Bond himself. Mark in the house. Very nice, James Bond. Steve Hinton, we got your whole deal rolling there in the VIP. Steve's got a great setup. I like that trading setup in the background. Where to go? Ryan with the hot car and the company to boot. Very nice, Ryan. We love the charts coming in from Ryan, etc. Very nice to have that. And just a ton, guys. Carlos, just so you can meet Tommy, etc. This is Carlos. He's Captain Caribe. Carlos likes some exchange leverage tokens. We like that about Carlos. He knows how to trade. And Ryan from Wyoming, kind of simple, getting involved with the computers, with the framework, the technology. Very nice. Very nice in terms of his approach. Is just kind of step by step by step. AJ Crypto, just so you meet Tommy. AJ Crypto here, right? With family. Okay, loves to travel. Loves his crypto. Absolutely. Anthony, what's up, boss? What's up, boss? Hoss boss. There, Anthony. Likes the dirt bikes, etc. And then who else do we have? I'm going to go through Brad Sullivan. Been a while. What's up, Brad? You been trading? I don't know if he's staying out of trouble. We hope he is. I think he is. maybe not. Huh? Daniel, I think you are, huh? Daniel, big time. Shout out to you, brother. It's a pleasure to have you. And we also have to shout out to all the U.S. military, etc. And anyone who's been overseas, etc. From Kuda to Jason's Lit to Richard Rios, just back from Korea. What's up, Richard? In the house. Absolutely. So you guys meet Tommy, next billionaire. Very nice. Let me see if there's anybody else we need to run through and say hello to. If I leave you out, it's just my fault. It's my making an error. Jacob in the house. Look at that truck. What's up? Big timer. Like the truck, like the style. He doesn't care, guys. He's going to throw it at the market. He, I think, understands better than anybody. That hit my stop loss. Big deal. What's the next trade? He'll throw at it. He's good like that. So, big shout out to Freddie, our VIP champ of the moment, of the month, etc. Boom. He got the trophy. I told you guys yesterday, just to review. I did. I told you yesterday, anyone who traded into, and Freddie, you have to think, like, why would I have told you were going to get a trophy if you traded into the line of resistance? I don't know. I guess it didn't have to happen, but it did. So perfect, huh? Just perfect. Very nice. So, Freddie got through that line in the market up 2.27% BTC, right? We'll check some of these other ones that I did tell. Look at Sheeb going through the roof. Phantom in unstoppable Phantom. Let's look at Phantom. I told Tommy we'd go through that for him. Very interesting pattern formation, right? What we like is this notion here. Let's look into, all right, what is Phantom doing? Let's go from the hourly to the 4 hour to the daily. Yeah, it's pushing, huh? I'm like, it's pushing. It's pushing kind of like Harmony 1 did here. Harmony 1 had a real interesting formation at this level. Let's look at 1 real quickly because Harmony 1 on the daily has a really nice, and they're similar charts. Let's put them side by side, okay? There's been a lot of people make a lot of money on both. Let's go through Phantom on the right. Let me get onto the daily, and let's dig into what I liked about Harmony 1. Let's just bring this up. On the daily, Harmony 1 had a real nice feature in here. Okay, and not to make a direct comparison, but you'll see relatively similar charts on the left and on the right. You see that, right? Between Phantom on the right and Harmony 1 on the left. You see that? We had a run-up feature here. Let me go ahead and do this. Yeah, we had a run-up feature here. An initial wave like kind of formation here on both of these. Then we had really parabolic move, right? We would call that just a real strong parabolic move to the upside on both of them after the original patterning. This is on 1 on the left, right? Kind of an M-top formation, right? I can take off this regression trend if need be. There we go. Like an M-top formation. Boom, boom. Retrace and then bam. Retrace and then bam. Both of them had a mid-level hitch, right? So not a big difference as we would look at the patterning, and almost oddly similar as we would look at like Harmony 1 and Phantom. Almost on the same program. I'm going to say almost on the same program. Almost to the extent of what? We have a little bit of pattern differentiation, but I like to bring up comparatives for you guys to view, for you to be able to say, oh, it's the same, right? I mean, essentially, you're looking at the same thing, okay? As we were to measure, let's measure out from, let's do from, ground zero up was 2,900. It's just ground zero is going to change a little bit here. Yeah, 2,900. 2,951, 2,916. You guys get it? Yeah, retrace and boom. Now we can measure from retrace, okay? Because you guys are looking at what to invest in, right? So I can help at least with trading view a little bit. It's a premium pro edition. 500% since retrace. What is this? Phantom, 2,000% from retrace. Nice. Nice. So maybe not the same, right? Maybe Phantom is like dunk, right? Now, as we would look at 2,000 to 500, Phantom has just been rocking it. Now, that probably means it went through a different retrace event here, okay? More recently, 100% to the upside, 140%. So recently you've been in the same category. Let's look at the retrace here. 50% to the downside, and about 50% to the downside. So once you, and this is going to be the clincher right here. This should be the clincher. Would be Phantom went down 83%. Okay, Phantom went down 83%. It may be more similar on the actual candles. Okay, so, and I'd want to look at that on the candles, etc., because Phantom retraced more heavily. That's one of the reasons it went up more, because it lost more value. So that's of credit potentially to the Harmony 1. It went to that 86, our classic 86% retracement, right? You guys need to figure in that 86% if you don't already. Yeah, as opposed to 80. So we did hit that classic 86 on Phantom. Reason there was more of an upward trajectory, right? But still an impressive rebound. But it's like, well, you lost more. Well, you made more. So that risk element is definitely playing in. As we would look at the current formation, they're both just on the same similar trajectories right now. I don't know if you're going to really be able to divorce the two, right? We do see on Harmony 1, and I'd like to see something like this on Phantom. I bring up Harmony 1 as a comparative because we've handled it quite a bit. But I bring up this notion of this, kind of the flag formation that's in play right now, completing. I brought this flag while it was in formation to the VIP. Okay, so I was excited that is completing now, 11% to the upside. Phantom is 14% to the upside. So Phantom is still kind of seeming like it's going to beat, Harmony 1, but there's still, I want to bring up the comparatives for you to definitely, and don't become too tied and too emotional. Like Phantom for me is kind of a boring technology. It's kind of, I hate to say that, but when I look at the projects, it just seems very stale, boring, kind of institutional. I was like, okay. Harmony 1's got a little bit more pizzazz to it right now. It's a little bit more interesting in terms of their presentation to me, as I like to cover things, right? But Phantom, you can't argue at all with Phantom or Harmony 1, really. But I like that bull flag feature. Nice move to the upside with the consolidating channel cutting against that upward trend. channel to the downside after the move to the upside, that is a bull flag, okay? That's the flag, okay? The flag, right? So we expect that to complete to the upside. It has, with some problems on, if you look at the candle wicks, just indicative of the overall market, you'll see we're just at a level of resistance on the overall top side, a little bit more indicative of what's going on with Phantom. So we're getting kind of the same story. Things become a little bit more similar as we would look at the story of One and Phantom right now. Almost picture perfect, guys. If we take the flag off, etc., it's just you're on the same growth trajectory. You are. So in terms of what that means, like people are looking at let's see here. What are we getting into? Why is it paused there right now? You're in a generalized level of prior resistance here. Multiple hits, resistance. It's already hit this level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Boom, right? Phantom, about the same, right? On the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, yeah, you're just at that level of resistance. Conquering this is going to be interesting, and I'm going to bring up one thing. Let's do this. This will be good. I'm glad we're covering this right now in terms of your altcoins. Let's pay attention to this. You have Phantom. You have One. What really wanted to beat this factor? Hello. Pay attention if you can. Please pay attention. Rose. Okay, Rose. Yeah, Rose decided, and I'm going to tell you, it has not been this easy of a journey. Oh, it's up 8%. Oh, no problem. No, Rose was up 8% like last night. Right, early, right? It was. And it completely hammered down, right? It spiked up, and then it seemed like it was absolutely going to fall through the ground. What did you get? We got a bull flag, right? So I like these micro features. Rose is a good example. You want to know what's going to happen to Phantom or what's going to happen to Harmony One. Dig into the lower time frames. We just saw on the larger time frame, on the daily, a bull flag. On Harmony One, bull flag on the daily, indicated on the lines. Find a line, find a candlestick chart that you agree with, right? That sends you some signal. You're always going to have the risk. I think that's the best way for us to talk about this. We're going to have the risk component in the market. It's going to be there. It's not going anywhere. We want that near certainty, etc., right? But the risk component is going to be there. So we'd say a flag potentially or a pennant formation on the lower time frame of Rose. But this was not an easy move. You have to understand, boom, it was up and out yesterday, and Rose has been unstoppable. You guys know that. Look at that, 10% drop, boom. So it's up 8%, it went down. So it was early out of the gates, just like Phantom. Just pay attention, guys, because you want to book a trade, always have that extra, that heavy reserve cash. Always have that, right? Absolutely, right? So always also digging into the lower time frames to see, and in context of the previous pattern formations. What's being demonstrated right now, is that in conformance with the previous, with the previous technicals? I'll say, is it going to go up? Most people ask me that when they just want to throw all their money into something and to get an easy answer, and that's it. If you're going to call Bitcoin, some of these are trading that they're not correlated to Bitcoin. Okay, a lot of them are. The market kind of has to be up somewhat. But Rose, Phantom, One, they've kind of been on their own journey. Just be prepared for one thing. Be prepared that you are. Let's talk about Rose is a great example, right? We're at a cross line of resistance that is currently being conquered, but we also have this upward channel that we're forming. So the overall trend is up, right? I mean, certainly within the context of a channel that's kind of up, right? So what is the solution to this? Well, we need to bust this channel. And this is we're going to find this on almost every chart right now in the market. Even Matic, a lot of them, guys. We're going to have this upward sloping channel. When we get to this zone in here, just be prepared for this. The throw over event. When we get in here, things become a little bit dicey. When we get over the resistance, achieve a throw over, things become a little bit dicey. Okay? They become technically a throw. I just say this all the time. Technically, a throw over is not supposed to really grab hold and last, right? It's just not. It's not that event that you look over and yes, this is a great thing. You're over the resistance. So when you get over that resistance, things become a little bit complicated. So what we would look at on Phantom, let's go ahead and establish just anything. We can apply this to, and I don't want to lose touch on Bitcoin, but we'll go through this just for a bit, right? We would look for some sort of a pattern identification in line with Potentially something along the lines of that, right? I want to establish a parallel channel, something that the price action is delivering in terms of the level of support, level of resistance with multiple hits on each. There we go. That fills it out, doesn't it? Look, see, and it looked awful. I just did that by, it looked awful, didn't it? Yeah, it didn't look right at all, London. That's wrong, right? Yeah, look at this. Look at this area in here particularly. That doesn't even make sense that you would do that. Watch. Bam. See? Shh. So that parallel carry up of the channel formation, right? Very instrumental as you can identify multiple hits of resistance across this with a level of support trying to get up above that throw over, that danger zone, right? In here, the danger, the throw over, boom. So we're in that zone again. And traders are looking to push again up into that danger zone. Not that you can't make money. Last time you got over the danger zone, what was it? 50, 60% to the upside, right? Now, that's, it's possible. Frax did that in 12 hours, okay? Phantom did that. Frax did that last night since after I brought it to the VIP. Frax did that in 12 hours, and Phantom took like 10 days to do it. So if you're comfortable pushing like that for 10 days up into this territory, that's cool. If not, maybe you're the type of you're a speed trader. You want more, more power action, etc., like Frax did last night, FXS. You just see that, bam, to the upside. Glad I brought that to the VIP. But you can see it completed that target. You had to have an order waiting literally for a period of time within a minute. Of 1 minute, it filled orders up in there. That's it. Okay, so that was as opposed to like 10 days or 8 days or 5 days. Okay, so different trading styles, different coins, different cultures to them, different expectations. Just be prepared for all of it. It's crypto, right? So coins will have a different expression. Matic, pricing charts. Remind me to deliver this to the back for Tommy. Let me go to downloads. Let's see. Let me do that. And we'll do all files. Let me do this. I'm going to give this to Tommy real quickly. He's a new VIP. I want to make sure you have Matic targets, okay? So let's do that. And let me get in the back. Just hold on real quickly. Analyzing crypto, a.k.a. from the Netherlands. This is your work. Look at that. How cool. Look at Tommy. He's up on top of the world. What's up? Very cool. I love that. Look at that. That's Tommy. Very cool, huh? You be careful up there, bro. Be careful. You got the bird's eye view. I like that. Very cool, huh? Very, very cool. Music and general chat. You guys shout out to him in the back. Let's go ahead and add in the Matic, the pricing. Okay, the price. These were delivered to VIP recently. Before what? Boom, to the upside. Nice, huh? Look at that right on there, huh? Boom. Again, push. Nice. Yeah. Everybody's like, yeah, that was good. Look at that. What is this? Look at that. What is this? Freddie, my man. Look at this. I love that. That is so cool. Too cool, huh? Too cool. Look at Freddie with the watch. My man. Look at this. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Where do we get these? We get these. That is so cool. You have no idea, huh? Where do we get these, Freddie? Look at this guy, huh, Freddie? That's what we're talking about. You guys, that's nice. That is nice. Very, very nice. That is just, that's amazing, huh? I mean, what time is it? It's VIP time. You guys know that, right? I love it, man. That is so cool. That is too cool. Freddie, you make it a fun day every day, brother. Cheers to you, huh? Let me get a sip of coffee real quickly. All right, so Freddie's showing us what it's all about. Freddie, again, with a what? With the, he won it. Everyone's like, fine. He's the trader of the month in a VIP. What's up? What's up? Very nice, huh? Very nice. Very, very exciting. Freddie is the man. Love it, huh? So, and what did he do? He powered in. He just did. And it was when, I mean, amidst this function of, well, and we just talked about Phantom, we just talked about Rose, digging into the lower time frames, looking up the pattern formations, right? So that applies to the current situation here. Okay, very nice. We're talking about a fan principle that we discuss here. I said, whoever did, you guys know that from the stream yesterday. We just had Tommy join. I'm so excited about that. From the Netherlands. We have a connection with the Netherlands. I don't know what it is, but we do. We have traders from over there. We have some good guys from over there. So, Tommy, understand it's not an overnight deal, and I want you to pay attention and be careful in the market. Pay attention and be careful in the market. You look at the $1 million champ in the bottom right. He paid attention. He paid attention. Okay, and I mean that. Like, and he paid attention for a while. He was on conference calls, paying attention. Yeah, paying attention, right? And not obsessively or anything, but he really paid attention. He did not overexpose himself in terms of his capital position in the market. $1 million champ, Josh. He didn't. He did not, huh? Believe it or not, he wasn't overexposed. So when I say things like that, people say, I know, but this time I have to. No, you don't. You don't. So just good proof positive of that. Angel Matos on the top. Also just extraordinary iron hands. I call him Iron Hands. He does. He got into Bitcoin at $7.79. He knows what the market volatility is like. And it's really conditioned you, Angel, just have to shout out. It's really conditioned you to be able to be of value to the community like you have. And I really appreciate that. I have to say that. I really appreciate that with all my heart. Absolutely. So as we would look at that, it's going to be a great 2022. Yep. Yes, sir, it will be. Hope you got those Matic targets before the liftoff. So I did say here that we were going to do what? We were going to give anyone, and it was this one here. See, we have so many lines of resistance. This one here, boom, boom. Anyone who traded through that line of resistance was going to get a trophy. So that was Freddie. That was Freddie. That red line. He was willing to do it. And what I talked about, and you guys, I just like this because this is how the market gets. It's like, well, it's hit me 10 times in a row, right? Well, bring it, right? I said yesterday, good. All right, where's 11? Just come on. You want to throw a million bad trades at me? Good. Where's the next one? We're here to trade. We are here to trade, right? Right, and not with the mentality of, well, this is everything. You got to have the backup. You got to have the reserve cash, right? You just do. If you want to go with the one-hit wonder, it's like, well, the exchanges don't like to allow you to do that all the time. There may be other circumstances where, okay, if you do that in the right context, maybe it'll work perfectly, right? So as we look at this, I just want to bring up the fan formation. Let's talk about that. The line of resistance that Freddie did win the trophy for, the number one for January of 2022. And let's look at that watch. Sweet. That is sweet. I think everybody wants one. We all want one, huh? What is this? The end of 2022 multiple millionaire. You can do it. You can do it. And look at this. Freddie, people want to know, where can they buy one? Absolutely, huh? This is just so cool, huh? That is so cool, huh? And I like the Rolex look to the watch band. That's sweet. That is sweet, dude. VIP hitting 2022 like nobody's business. We're going to be up in it. That's nice, huh? We're going to be up in it. That's a phraseology I just made up there. That's cool. Now, let's talk about the expected. It's cool, too, because we said last night, I'm going to go in the back and we're going to do what? I told everybody we're going to kapow. Like, what does that mean? I don't know. I just felt like we're going to go back and it's going to be a kapow situation. What does kapow mean? I don't know. I just knew it. I was like, there's something about, there's something going to go on, in the market. I told everybody, we're going to go back and there's going to be a kapow. Yesterday, I said that yesterday, right? And like, what the word? I mean, because sometimes you guys are like, that's not technical. I just knew, like, it's going to be a kapow situation. Let's see if I can bring up, this is going to be there. Boom. I just kind of knew. It's like, I don't know. I brought this up as a kapow, bang. Like something's going to happen. I get these feelings about the market. I don't know, because I study the technicals so much that I just think, yeah, boom, boom. I don't know. I get these, and it's not like I'm just going to make something up. No, good heavens. When this drowned down the other day, you guys know, I threw up in the back. I threw up the bull skull. I did. That was a little rough, huh? It's just the truth. I did. Bull skull. I was like, not a real bull, not a raging, kicking bull, like bull skull. Boom. Right? So I try and give some kind of signals in line with some, real technicals, though. It has to be some real technicals. So we do have a good time. I bring that up. We do have a good time. Absolutely. But we do it within the context of understanding what the technical expectations are, right, and where we're at now. A lot of people got good positions in here. You just did. A lot of people got good positions in this area, right? You did. And for those of you who have good positions, you're like, well, when should I sell? Well, you have a nice position right now. If you're able to double down at lower levels, that makes it a different discussion, right? It really does. And that's nice, okay? To the extent that we would want to expand this specific feature right here, let's go ahead and expand this feature right here to give some context to the issue. And it's not like we're not answering the question, and the question is going to be defined by each individual person. What's your risk threshold? Are you taking profit now? Are you in it? Or do you want the long shot? It's got to be are you the type it's got to be the home run every time I hit it, right? Or, well, are you the habitual? Well, just this next time I'm going to hit the home run. Well, you've said that last 10 times, right? So, the expression here is, reversal, fan reversal, right? We are completing that quite well. Coming into contact with, and we've beat the odds here thus far. We have absolutely beaten these odds thus far. I'm going to say thus far. Why? Because it has been difficult for us to get above that 200. Absolutely. Does the news today help Bitcoin? I think definitely, with the CPI index, etc. There's a great article on ING. If you look up ING, U.S. inflation hasn't been this high since the early 1980s. It's crisis mode. Boom. It's just, and this is the U.S. dollar. U.S. dollar is used for all the worldwide oil transactions, etc. It has been that go-to currency. So we've been through this level in the look at housing component CPI. That looks like an inverse head and shoulders, right? That looks like that could still go bam. Interesting, huh? Interesting. Month on month, year on year is kind of the language they'll use. 1.7%. Biggest upside was in clothing. That's a lot, huh? So yeah, vehicles went up 3.5% year over year, right? That's big. So a lot of 7% is where we're at. 7%. That's a lot, guys. That's a lot. You can spend $100,000 now. It's $107,000. 107. That's a lot. In certain industries, going up more than others. It's just it's kind of in crisis mode. So that helps Bitcoin. That narrative helps Bitcoin. What I did last night for the VIP who were kind of in the back and didn't know, did we know or did we not know, right? Well, it became, I think, a great discussion for us to have because we discussed the simplicity of the problem. Okay, now I have some candles, I have some different frameworks, but I think you guys will appreciate this framework that things were put into. Okay, let's take this off. Now, I don't use buy and sell indicators on the charts. I just don't do that. Sometimes I'll have them because they have other components to the chart framework, like a reversal indicator, something else like that I can figure in, but I never blindly use a buy or sell indicator. Just don't do that. So let's look at the retracements here. Where were we at? Okay, and I laid this out to the VIP last night because they wanted to know, where are we headed with the trades, right? Where are we headed, right? And this was the best that I could provide the VIP was the following. Providing them with our standard Fibonacci approach. Now, what Fibonacci is pricing target, right? We'll go through some of that in more detail if you don't know what that is. And shout out to all the VIP today. We have Tommy in the house. What's up, Tommy? We'd love to see a picture of you and maybe your friend, your girlfriend, or something like that up on your Twitter. And we'd love to feature that because Tommy just joined. That's really cool. Really appreciate that. Let's see here. And this is our Twitter. You want to go over there. We got the Ferraris rolling this year. Absolutely. So Tommy, he is on top of the world. Absolutely. We'd love to see a picture of you and your family or something like that. Oh, Formula One driver, what's up? You are into Formula One. Yeah. What's up, Tommy? Is this Tommy? I don't know if that's Tommy. If that's Tommy, he's rocking. Absolutely, huh? If that's Tommy, he's rocking. But hey, if you're into Formula One, what's up? That is highly cogitatively, inappropriately not going to be a part of anything on this channel. That's not good. Tommy, I hope that is not on your profile. That's not on this station. That's not around anywhere. That is a big block, Tommy. So not sorry for that. I don't appreciate the whatever that is from wherever that is, and just crass, poorly attributed information to our VIP. So we're going to have to take Tommy, and we're going to have to hide the user on this channel, and Tommy is forever gone. That's it. Okay, didn't work out, Tommy. is not going to be a member, that's okay, and he can get his refund from his credit card company, and that's the way that goes. All of 2 seconds, we'll worry about that, and not surprised that anything like that would occur. That's just life. So that's it. As we would talk about, let's continue, if we can, in terms of the entirety of what I brought the VIP last night. That's just not VIP. That's disgusting. That's not appropriate for a VIP. That's not part of what we do. So I don't want anyone to rewind. I don't want anyone to do anything. It's just that did not fit the billionaire profile of what we want to of what someone wants to be. So that's it. So as we would look at the details, let's go through the details of where we were at on the Fibonacci. We had just hit into the 786 of our classic approach here on the Fibonacci's, on the entirety of the breakout of the previous, let's say, I say the baseline really. The baseline here was, what was this, 32,458, this prior breakout. We caught it at 29,750. 29,750, right? Here. Bam, we initiate pricing targets here. We draw up to the top. There we go. We draw up to the top. And what are we looking for here? If we feature up to the top of the candle wick, what did we hit at? We hit at the 786. Okay, so we hit right on a Fibonacci here, the 786. The only thing you had to determine was what was your level of exposure at that level. Well, everyone wants to know, well, is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? That's the wrong statement. That's the wrong question. Let me say it's the wrong question. Why? The wrong question because you had the golden pocket at this level, right? Yeah, you did. That played for whatever extent it wanted to play. What was your fallback? The 78.6. The 78.6 will play. It'll either catch and roll or it'll play. What's the fallback? The 86, right? Our custom 86. What's the fallback? The full 100%. So, or the full, it is the 100% retracement to that 31,870. So I gave this to the VIP last night with the understanding, what? With the understanding that the question is your level of current exposure at the 786, not is it going up or is it going down? And I'll say whether or not you're long or you're short, right? If anyone was short on the market, no problem. What do? Well, that went up. Great, double down. Were you wrong because you were short on the market? No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all were you wrong, right? What do you do when it goes up? If you're short on the market, it goes up, you short. That's it. It's real easy, right? If it had gone down and you were long in the market, were you incorrect? No, just double down. Just triple or quadruple down, right? Absolutely. So that was the question that I posed to the VIP, the 786, right? The 786, the 86% retracement, right? The golden pocket in here. All this carving, all this action here at the golden pocket, right? This 38.2 in here, a lot of price action, skipped the 23.6, skipped the 50%, okay, on the daily time frame. Probably some action there on lower time frames. So you're skipping a level, you're into the next. Skipping a level, into the next. So we're at that kind of skip level potential. Yeah, because you had skipped the level and then interacted. Skipped a level, then it had some interaction. So we had, we were in this mode. Potential is, it's off sequence to say that. It isn't off sequence as we go deep into the technicals because you had poured through one level. Then it was two. Skip one onto the second. Skip one onto the second. So we were really in this skip. See? So we were on, it was essentially an off sequence event amidst a line of resistance, etc. So it was a big move for the market to make. It caught people a little bit off of that cadence that it had gotten used to, right? I think that's fair. It had caught people a little bit off cadence because we had skipped the one level, then interacted the second. We had skipped this level here, interacted the second, right? So that one, no, two, yes. One, no, two, yes. One, yes. So that's where we were caught. So that's how that's what we were presented with. I'll say that in terms of caught with the dilemma of something that was conquered by whom? Anyone who pushed into the line of resistance, right, was going to get what. And we'll shout out to Freddie again. Really consummate, awesome VIP. And we'll just talk about Freddie. Absolutely talked about the trophy given to Freddie. I was prepared to do it. I was prepared to do it. Anyone who would trade into this level. If you were short, were you wrong? No, you just got to double down on your position. You got your next short position, right? Absolutely. So when you say, well, the market it makes an absolute, what would you say? Like the specialty of the market is proving people wrong. It just continually kind of is, right? That's what it's going to do. It's very good at proving people wrong. But it's the guys with like, as Freddie knows and does. I just know this. He keeps he keeps backup reserves. He always has that, right? He's able to do that. He's got fresh USDT on the sidelines all the time to hammer into positions. So that's really that's to your credit, Freddie. Absolutely, and definitely want to see what is up with the watch. I want to see the watch. Absolutely. The watch, where's the watch at? Boom, 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 boom. Where is the watch at? Boom, where is it? Look at that watch. I love that. That's so cool. That is just awesome, isn't it? Yeah, good job, Steve. I appreciate that. It's just, some people just show up and they think they want to become VIP and they're not prepared to be VIP. It's not the Discord channel. It's not the Telegram channel. It's not the riffraff trash. It's just not. And we really react against any of that. We do. And we're very selective. It's an exclusive crowd. So, we understand. From the stuff that you see from Elon's tweets to everything else, it's the internet, right? It is to a big extent, but we have, preferences about the way that we conduct our day. We just really try to. And part of it is we'd like to conduct our day with a VIP watch that's going to be somehow, I don't know. We got to work on this. I'm working on the cards right now. I got in a sample of the cards. Not really too excited about the samples I got. A little bit bulky, a little bit not really excited about that. The best that we're going to get into this current formation is the need to power through, and it looks like Bitcoin's got a little bit of momentum today. It's nice. Huh? We can go through that MACD momentum, take a look at things, and we're all grown adults, right? It's not like children's program. We're grown adults, right? We're adults. We understand that, but we do have standards. We always have standards. So, and not to be better than anybody else, but it's just how we prefer to spend our time, right? Learning about the market, focusing on the market. We're really plugged in to the market, right? Absolutely, we're plugged into the market, right? We focus on the market. We want to beat the market. That's first and foremost in our mind. That's what we want to do, right? So that's just kind of reflected through the quality and nature of the people that we try and surround ourselves with, and that's a credit to the VIP, always. It just is. So I try and reinforce that at every turn, every step and turn that I can, right? And it would be nice if I was just shouting out to the Twitter and the YouTube teams. Wouldn't it be nice if Twitter were to do things like that and to hey YouTube, hey Twitter, who thinks, huh? Very interesting discussion, huh? Very interesting discussion, huh? Yeah, I'm not sure why certain people are probably guided to my channel and others aren't. Hey, Twitter. Hey, YouTube. How you doing? Yeah, I got a notification that I had done a video yesterday, a video that was sent to my other phone 13 hours after I did it. The notification came for me to watch it 13 hours after I had done the video. I'm like, people are literally getting my videos 13 hours late on YouTube. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And we have an issue like that on Twitter earlier today? You're sending me who or what to do? What? Why? You can't come up with better quality? Come on, guys. YouTube is sending out my videos on crucial, urgent updates like 14 hours late to some addresses? Come on, man. Come on. It's a little bit obvious, isn't it? That's a little bit obvious. Not to upset and ruffle feathers, but that's a little bit too obvious, isn't it? We'll send these out 15 hours too late. Come on, man. It's not high school. Come on. And much needed criticism. I have many for myself to deliver daily to myself. Don't worry. But on some level, if you're going to send out an urgent update 15 hours late to people, come on, man. Come on. It's just a little bit obvious in terms of how that whole routine works. I don't know. Maybe I've studied it. Maybe I haven't. I missed that part, graduating Duke in 3 years. I missed that part. I missed that. I couldn't get that while I was graduating Duke in 3 years. I missed that part. Well, I couldn't pass that class. What is that all about? No clue. 15 hours late on the delivery of my videos on YouTube. Come on. Unbelievable. I missed that when I graduated Duke University in 3 years with a near triple major, huh? I mean, yeah, we'll talk about it. But anyway, I think I had to shuffle the classes around. I didn't want a sociology major. Imagine that, huh? Duke in Spanish, certified in markets management, and some other cool stuff. So anyway, but that was then, right? This is now, right? But I missed that 15 hours late. Fan principle. Talking about the fan principle. Oh, good God. Yes, I am. The fan principle, right? What is that, guys? You guys, it's nice, isn't it? The fan principle. Hey, yeah. Okay, fan principle is what, guys? Let's go through it again. We will prove. Let's see this point up with the original, the fan principle. We'll go to the actual, bam, the best source we can find. Right, there we go. Boom. Fan principle. Walking up the reversal. There we go. On Bitcoin brought to VIP, walking up through that reversal. So, yeah, today is the principle, the fan principle. There we go. It's what we're doing. We're up 2.53%. It is a reversal pattern. It's nice to see it work out. We're up 10% since the bottom. But the overarching issue is what? The overarching issue is that we were on the 786. All right? We're on the 786 in terms of this Fibonacci level. And you guys had detail. The VIP. Oh, I don't know why I almost just said the F. Never mind. The VIP. Okay. No, there's a knock at the door. Never mind. There was. As we look at this, guys, we were at the 78.6 to the 86 to the complete retracement. The 86 is at 37,064, right? The 786 was 39,810. That's where we hit. You guys had your targets here. So the bigger overall question is, what are you comfortable with carrying here? At what point do you want to book your trade? Okay? At what point do you want to book a trade? Okay? Versus carry, versus having your reserve ready to power in at the 86. That's the appropriate way to look at this. For me, like this ABC principle is nice. And we didn't go through that, so let me go through the ABC principle. The A. Oh, there we go. Let's go through A. All right, let's go through B. Just a different strategy tactic. You guys can talk about B, and let's go through the C. There we go. Now, I have these out of order. Okay? I have these out of order. All right, for a reason. If you're going to look at A, B, C, A is kind of a carry interest. Let's get down into this. A is kind of a carry interest. I don't want to get too complicated, but let's get a little complicated. Let's get into some market approach, okay? Let's just get into a market approach. If you were carrying A and you're in a range, let's say a range, an operational range, right? Right. You could carry A if you're not tied and glued to the computer, right? Say you weren't up at 4 a.m. when we talked about the bull flag, right? 4 a.m. to 6, you had to sit there for 2 hours, wait for it to roll, right? So, fan principle talked about. But if we're on A, you can have A and you can hold A. You can execute and have an active order to sell at B. And you can have an active order to buy at C. right? Absolutely. And it's something we don't always think about because the people who aren't plugged into the market 24/7 is like, well, how would I do this? What would we do? We don't talk about something really simple all the time with what? Well, you have A. You're carrying A. Right, you are. You can always have, with something that has a good volatility, you can always have your C, which is your buy-in, and you may have multiple C's, right? You can always have those orders there. Boom, 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 boom. For something that has expressed volatility, right? And in fact, you can have multiple B's. Okay? Now I'm bringing this up because you're going to have a question as to people want to know, well, what do I do? Well, you're carrying A, right? Yeah. At its core function, let's say a strategy might be, as you look through at something with volatility, you carry A potentially. You carry A, right? That's what you're carrying. But if you walk away, let's say you had to walk away, how would you capture something that's operating in a range? Well, let's look at that. How would you capture something that's operating within a range, meaning a level of resistance and a level of support, right? Well, you could always buy low with orders to sell high, right? And now this would cover you. Really, let's just look at this. How would this cover someone who was not even paying attention at all to the market, who just said, well, I'm just going to let this kind of this dynamic work out, right? They would have been able to sell thus far, potentially even at B. Okay, they're selling some or all, right? But those are orders. People don't understand this. Those are orders you can put in. I'm going to put in an order to sell already. I'm going to go do whatever. I'm going to put in an order to sell. Boom. Right? Easy. Really easy. I'm going to put in orders also at the same time. At the same time that I'm putting orders to sell, I'm going to put in some orders to buy. Okay? Because the orders to sell are going to tie up part of A. Boom, 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 boom. It's going to take away from, it's going to wrap up what you have available on A to deal with. Okay? So if you have 100 Bitcoin, okay, I'm going to sell 60 of them right here. Okay. You sell 60 here. It's only going to let you sell the other 40 here, or you have to divide it up 20 and 20. Just so you know how it works on your system, you'll be able to take A and fully deploy A along your sell orders. You can have that many sell orders. C, your orders to buy at lower levels can sit there, and they're completely unaffected by A. They're completely unaffected by your 100 Bitcoin. C is going to be what you plan on buying at lower levels. Okay, see, this is going to be, well, you're going to need your USDT. It's going to wrap up your USDT. You guys get that? Yeah, B is going to be limited by, well, I have 100 I'm going to carry 100 Bitcoin. Okay, cool. You carry 100 Bitcoin. I'm going to sell 60 here, 20 and 20. Okay, well, that's it. You can't order any more sell orders. You can't do any more sell orders here. That's it. You have 100 total to deal with, right? Understand this logically. Yeah, you have 100 Bitcoin. Cool. So I can sell 60 here, 20 here, and 20 here. That's 100, cool. Or I can sell 50 and 25 and 25. Or I can sell, whatever it may be, guys, right? 33, 33, and 33. Boom. Okay, there's 100 Bitcoin. Those, and I can't sell anymore right now unless you get into some different tools or mechanisms, right? Okay. Apart from that, and I want to bring this up because apart from that, those sell orders, well, then I have my USDT. Right? Then I have my purchase orders at lower prices. And it may not make a whole lot of sense if you're paying full attention to the price. But what does Bitcoin do? Bitcoin sits there. And it likes to operate between a range. And you have to stay up 24/7. Like you had to be up at 4 a.m. I got up at 4 a.m. for this, right? For this specific move here. And then what? At 4 a.m. At 4 a.m., it still took another 2 hours to complete this move. It psyched out at 4 a.m., right? It just did, right? Bull flag did what? Just at 4 a.m. Well, it broke out here of the line of resistance, and then it went back down into the flag, right? So that was at 4 a.m. I posted it up to VIP. None of the VIP were awake. I'm like, well, I'm awake. I got up at 4 a.m. But then he had to wait for another 2 hours, right? So the best approach, so I was on the flag, but I'm like, oh, great. It's going to do that. It just dominoes again, just sucker people in, and boom, right back into it. So set them up, knock them down. That's what it's been doing. The fan principle was playing out, though. It was still playing out the fan principle in terms of beating that overall line of resistance. It just took another 2 hours to accomplish it, okay? It did. It took another 2 hours to accomplish beating that level of resistance. Boom, 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 boom. So, but I just bring up the A, B, and C. The A being the current, right? The C being the purchase, right? Let's see. The A being your holding right now. And it's just an example of how you would do this. What would you do? If you expect Bitcoin to just trend in one direction, great. It likes to range. It just does, right? So if you're trading this or anything else, I just want, because we don't talk all the time about this, the fact that the market allows you to enter orders to sell and to enter orders to buy at lower levels. You need USDT, right? You need some sort of function to buy in at lower levels, and you're going to sell potentially what you have at the higher levels here, right? Isn't that nice? Because we don't talk about things like that. Everybody's like, should I buy it or should I not buy it? Should you buy it or not buy it? Do both. You can do both right now. I know, but I want to use all my money. We need to multiply this. You don't need it. I mean, okay. But you see, this is a nice way to look at things. You can do both. You can buy and sell right now at different levels. You can enter in right now with extra USDT. You can say, well, I want to, figure into, maybe I want to play the range volatility here. Boom. Okay. Because people are doing that right now. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Right? Setting up those USDT orders like that. Isn't that nice? Because a lot of times it's just slam into them. Bam. Pick up. Boom. That's it. You see it just drop. Boom, boom. Right? It'll do that for you, right? So this is an approach as we would look at the function of Fibonacci targets, and let's go into the let's go into the extensions. Okay? Now we're going to want the extensions above, right? So how do we draw the extensions? If you want them above, you start drawing up. I'll just tell you that. Okay? Now if we wanted them down, it's going to turn into a fib. So if we want them, let's just do something like this. We could do, and we'll do this differently. Okay? So this is a little bit more sophisticated, right? And I think definitely Jacob is in line with this thinking. I know he'll do scale in shorts, longs, etc. like this. But you're never really wrong in the market. You're either overexposed. If you're trying to hit the Grand Slam every time, or you're trying to hit the Iron Mike Tyson first round knockout all the time, the market's going to catch on to you. We're just in a market where it will, okay? So, but we'd have sell orders along the way up of what you would currently own. You would have always wanting to buy additional lower priced Bitcoin were it to retrace, if it can pick up your orders. At any point in time, you'd want to buy more of something that you want to trade, right? At a lower price. Well, I had to be fully exposed into it. We have to make more money. Well, we have to multiply our account. Well, right? So this is kind of a little bit more of a sophisticated approach. And I wanted to bring this to your attention today because we don't talk about that very much. We don't talk about it. When I say to people, like my neighbor will come over. He's a cool guy. He's a Russian guy. And he's looking at the market. He's like, well, is it going to go up or down? It's going to go up and down, man. It's just going to, when I say that, what I mean is it's ranging. There's going to be a range. Well, is the trend? Right now, we're without trend. Right now, we're trying to reverse a trend. We're in a reversal feature, micro reversal feature. This is not a reversal feature that lasted for 6 months. This lasted for 7 days. 6 days. 6 days. The market's going to reverse in 6 days. I don't know, guys. Now, the report was big, right? The report, the inflation report, 7% year on year. It's a big report. Maybe the report was big enough to pull off a 7-day reversal, boom, or a 1-day reversal. That'd be nice, right? But you have to be prepared to buy low, sell high. You can do both at the same time. You can have orders on the books right now where you're systematically, strategically engaged in the market. You guys get that, huh? That's VIP, huh? That's nice. That's nice, right? You can have your buy orders below. Boom, 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 boom. It proves you need enough cash to make a difference, right? It does. A lot of people like to go in and just, brawl. We're going to brawl with the market today again, right? Well, you can, but, that's okay. You can. That's an approach. When your expectations are out, when they're high, it's just you're running, you're probably getting a lot of attention. Let's just say that at some point you're getting a lot of attention. And the market's been down. A lot of people have lost money in this and that, or Chinese stocks, or whatever it is. The overall market has had its difficulties. So we're waiting for this to develop in terms of Bitcoin and the current. Like, we'd like to see another pattern formation, not being too eager just to slam into a pattern formation because we see it. Now it's time to slam into it. Looks like it's going to be that early jump the gun approach. It likes to smoke traders, guys. It just smoke you out. Boom. Too consolidated, right? It's going to push you. You'll be saved on probably on the, what would we say, on the pickup if you're trending in the right direction. Go over the fake out due to FOMO. Can the B go over all? Fake out to FOMO. I don't understand that. So, don't understand what that is. Can the B go overall? B is going to be your extensions. You got to plug in and understand what extensions are. You have to understand what an extension is. You have to understand how to draw them on the micro and the macro. All right? You have to understand what the macro and the micro is. You guys want a nice lesson, nice approach here? Yeah, let's do this. Okay? Let's go over the micro and the macro. Let's draw down Fibonacci's like this on the entirety of it. Let's go big, big, big picture. Right? This is something I would give this to like some investment board. If I were working for like CEO, etc., right? I would do this. I would say the overall approach of the company this year is going to be the following. We have a current position. Okay? We have an active position, okay, in Bitcoin. Okay? Yes, we have an active position. We have exposure. Okay? That current position is A. Okay? As we go down from A, we plan on buying more. Okay? And I'm going to do this for my board of directors, right? The guys that I'm giving my investment proposal to, not you guys. I'm rehearsing. I'm going to rehearse for that one. How about that? There we go. As we go down, I want to buy. We go down another level, I want to buy more. I have this many orders in. We go down another level, I'm prepared for us to get this many. I see a cycle in here. I see consistent cyclical action. I like this price dynamic here. When we go up, I plan to sell. When we go up more, I plan to sell more. And when we go up even more, I plan to sell even more. I want to participate in this range, and I can have active orders waiting right here to buy. Why don't I do this? Let me do this. We've done B and C. I'm going to do B is for buy. Okay? We're going to do S for sell. How about that? Okay? I just do A, B, C. It's the way to go. Oh, we'll buy. How about that? I can write the word buy. There we go. Let's do buy. That's better, okay? So buy, and that's going to buy. Okay, we're going to increase the level of our buy orders. Let's do, at the same time that we have At the same time that we have, I know it's okay with the A and the B. That's fine. You're smart guys. Okay. Let's just do that. And we'll do this. Let's just do that. Okay, so the levels at which I'm already have orders, and the important thing about today is to recognize one thing about the market. Okay. I want you to recognize how you can participate in the market, because not everyone knows this. Not everyone knows. Like the fan reversal that we hit. Not everyone knows that it's a fan reversal. VIP know. They traded it or they didn't trade it. They wanted it to be right or wrong. This is not a right or wrong equation right here that we're looking at. It's not. It is not a right or wrong equation. It is a fact of the market that you can participate this way. When you're in a range like this on the macro, on the daily, right? Right. You can have your orders to buy below sitting there. They can sit there, guys. You can have USDT and orders waiting to buy at lower levels. Period. Okay? Just waiting. At the same time that you have the orders to buy, at the same time you have orders while you're carrying a position. You got 100 Bitcoin, right? You have orders to buy below and you have orders to sell above at the same time. Okay? At the same time, you have buy orders, and at the same time, you have sell orders. You get it? You're limited on the sell side by how many you're carrying. You can't sell more unless you get into some other things. We'll talk about it later. But the 100 Bitcoin that you currently have, you can't sell more than that currently on the. I mean, you can get into some different instruments. You can do that. But right now, it's just I have 100 Bitcoin. Okay, great, great. Well, I'm going to sell 33, 33, and 33. Or I'm going to sell 20, 40, and 20. Or I'm going to sell 20, 20, and 40. Or I'm going to sell 10, 10, and 80. I'm going to, however many, it's going to be limited by the number of Bitcoin you have. You can't sell more than what you have unless you get into some different instruments. The key is you can have sell orders at the same time you have buy orders. People don't think that way. People don't know they can participate in the market that way. Because you could do it on the daily, on the micro, or on the macro, but you can also do it like this. You can also say, okay, cool. So I need to walk away from the market for a little while, right? I've got something I'm going to do. Okay, cool. I got A, cool. And then I got, we said this was going to be sell, right? There we go. I've got my order to sell, and I've got my order to buy. Boom, right? Buy more as it goes lower. Sell more as it goes higher. And I'm doing that at the same time. The market allows me to participate like this without switching from a buy to a sell to buy. I can have exposure to both of those dynamics. Okay? That's important. People don't know that. We don't think about things like that. I can have A, and then I can have all my orders here. Boom. Add all my Fibonacci's. Cool. If it wants to go hit and allow me to accumulate more. At the same time, I can be selling. At the same time, I can be selling. Okay? At the same time, I can fully be essentially exhaustive, or to a degree, etc., of whatever I want to. Of my position overall that I hold, the A. I just drag that around, A, right? That's my 100 Bitcoin, right? And I can enter orders up just on spot orders. I can enter orders, boom, to sell, 100 of them. No more unless you get into some different equations. But at the same time that I have orders to buy, I can sell at the same time. Let's say I have $1 million. Let's say I have $1 million to work with here. Okay. just in this zone, okay? Just in this zone. I have $1 million to work with. Then let's say up here I have 100 Bitcoin. I'm holding 100 Bitcoin right here. I have $1 million in cash. That's my limit down here to buy. Without getting too advanced, I can put orders in to sell 100 Bitcoin right there. Boom. And I have $1 million. I can put in, or let's say I had 20 or whatever it would be. I can put in my whole orders here. Now, if you have $1 million, you don't want to be exposed in this range, right? And if you have 100 Bitcoin, you most likely don't want to be expanding it all or selling it all in this range, right? That's when you go to the macro, right? Okay. So maybe that's good. There you go. You have 100 Bitcoin now. Boom. 100 Bitcoin. So you can sell a maximum, just let's say basic, you can sell 100. You can buy, you have $1 million. Well, you can buy $1 million at the same time. It makes a little more sense when you don't just think about it, because a lot of people are just, it's like a punching bag. I'm in front of a punching bag, and what do? I have to buy, and then boom, I have to sell. Whew, I got it done. All right, what are you going to do now? Boom, I have to buy, and boom, I have to sell, right? No, you can play both sides of the market at all times. It allows you to do that. It's going to require that you're not overexposed in terms of your position, right? That you have some cash on hand, some USDT on hand, right? You're going to be limited until we get into some different features, etc., of your holdings. I just want it in your mind as we talk about, well, how to trade, like how are we supposed to trade, that you can cover yourself on the top side and the downside. Because people want to know, is it going to go up or down? This way you're not wrong, right? This way you're not. Because people will think and they'll feel badly and like, well, I was wrong about this and that. You're never wrong if you're able to sell high and buy low. If it goes low, your orders are getting filled to buy. You see? Because people take it personally, like, well, I got it wrong. Well, are you overexposed? Most likely people want to be overexposed. They want to hit it out of the park. They got to hit that Kurt, who was that? Kurt, I forget his last name, Dodgers. Got to get that grand slam home run. Right? Yeah. Every now and then you'll hit them. Maybe you're good at hitting home runs, right? But, they may shut down the ballpark. I don't know. They could these days. You don't know. So, as we would look at that, just understand you can, and I felt this is very necessary because people are talking about that right hook, that boom, 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 buy, bam, sell, boom, buy, bam, sell, boom. You have to be right. Every time you lean into the punch, you got to be right. And you're expected never to get hit with a cross. You're going to get hit with a cross. You just are, right? You're sitting there, and every single punch you're going to have to be right. Well, it's right. What, you're expecting every punch to not get hit? Man, you're in the ring. You're in the market. It's going to do this. Absolutely. Well, I want to be right sometimes. You'll be right sometimes. There we go. I'd like to hear that from Freddie, huh? Before joining VIP, I was coming in like Iron Mike, dropping 5K here and there with no dry powder on the sidelines. VIP taught me not to be overexposed. This is good teaching. Right on. And I also like it as we approach like the overall level as you deal with bigger. Thank you so much, Freddie. Shout out to you. Check out Freddie. Look at that. That's crucial, huh? That is killer. That is awesome. That is Freddie, champion of the VIP Top Trader 2021. Very nice. Very, very nice. So, let's dig into this whole notion that you can, I just want you to know how things function, because not everyone does know that. Some VIPs may not think like that, because it's like, we were faced with this morning. Well, you have to be up at I got up at 4 a.m. for this flag, right? And then it dropped back down in, and it's going to be like another 2 hours. No, all the VIP were sleeping. So, I mean, it's like, I caught it in the back. I mean, this was when I caught it in the back. I'm like, no one's in the back. Everyone's sleeping. It's 4 a.m. I would expect you to be doing nothing else other than sleeping when I'm in the back talking about this, right? So, that's fine. Do we catch it? Well, if everyone's asleep, it's kind of like, what would we do? So, this is the solution. What would we do? Well, it went up. Okay. So, you have a position that goes up. You have buy orders. It would be buy orders below At that time, it would have just looked like this, right? Yeah, it would have just looked like this with your Fibonacci levels here. Boom, 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 boom. Right? Buy, 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 buy. Right? Yeah. And it would have just looked like this. And these would be your extensions. Right on, huh? I want these to go up. Let's just do some, let's do something like, we're going to do something like this. It's fine. Okay. So, yeah, you would have had A here. We'll get into the extensions. Extensions can be a little tricky. You got to be able to think through them as you're drawing them, okay? But you would have had your position, and you would have said sell. You just calculate. You just input these into your computer. Sounds easy, huh? It is. I promise. It just requires you to treat your account like an investor would, I guess, a crypto investor. I don't know what, maybe I don't know what crypto investors, maybe the rules are different, huh? Maybe we're just Wild West gunslingers. Maybe that's just part of what makes it fun. Part of it is, right? But you could have had this set up to where you wake up and one of two or three things happen. A, you hit your orders below. What's that mean? You're excited. You wanted to hit your orders below with your USDT, right? Or whatever your cash is, right? Bam. There you go. You're excited. Good. We were able to buy more. Good. We want to buy more. We like this investment, right? I want to buy more. Well, it's just going down. To do what? It's going down to your targets. In the meantime, while it's going down, what is it doing? It's going in ranges, right? It is operating within a support and a resistance. Even this top level. A lot of, look at this, guys. I want to reapply this. Let's just do the fib in here. Let's just do something like that. Okay. Now you want to talk about within the range that it's in at any point in time being buy, right? There you go. Holding, what is it, A. Now, A is going to change, right? It is. Your A, your holding is going to change. It just is. Right? There you go. Your holding is going to change depending upon how much you execute of the buy and the sell orders. But as you get into these Fibonacci hits, and it's real easy to say, oh, well, fine, go ahead and do that. If you get beyond the mental hurdle of thinking that you don't have to throw just one punch right or left, and it's going to be a buy or a sell every time. Well, no, you have your buy orders. You're in this zone here. And I know people who all they wanted to know is we're supposed to buy right here. Think about this, guys. I know some big timers, right? Some big timers talking to me. So what are we supposed to do here, London? We're supposed to buy everything right now, huh? Hold on. You're right here. This is your holding, right? Yeah. You're supposed to do this. Yeah. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to buy and you're supposed to sell. What are you supposed to buy? Lower prices. It's one hit knockout. That's me. It's time right now. No. You're supposed to buy as it goes lower. You're supposed to sell as it goes higher. You can enter both of those orders. Okay, all of those orders. You enter them now. Right? And you operate within this range. And you accomplish some profit. And you have backup cash for these lower levels. Conceptually understand this for now. The people who listen wind up doing sometimes really well. I've been surprised. Josh, shout out. What's up, $1 Million Champ? Angel, shout out. Multiple $1 Million days. What's up? They listen. They do. They do. They don't always act like it, but they do. That's good. So, they don't always act like it. I don't know. They're busy. Yeah? They superstar. They caught the bug. They got the shades on now. Probably the dark sunglasses. The dinner reservations for 4. I had $1 million day in the market. How was it? Well, I had another $1 million day in the market. I don't know. I feel stressed. The drama of being a real crypto winner. That's fine. Just I have to rag on them a little bit. Whatever they're off doing, we're just going to assume it's good things. How about that? Sometimes you make too much money. It's like smoking too many cigars. I worry about you guys. I do. I know those cohibas. I don't care about the price tag. I care. Too many cohibas. Huh? Yeah. Worry about you VIP. Huh? Absolutely. Whole enchilada there. We got to do the whole successful framework for this all to work. So at the same time, this is the lesson for the day. At the same time, well, am I supposed to buy or sell right now? Do both. Whatever you're in, do both. Buy and sell at the same time. Well, now what's the ticket? Well, it's not going to be as much as if you go like Iron Mike, right? I just want to knock it out. Now, I know for a fact that Freddie, he won the Top Trader Award by doing what? He beat a line of resistance, he pushed into it, but what did he have? He had backup capital. He had ability to buy at lower prices. Isn't that cool? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So he can buy and sell. He can put in orders. He can go to sleep, chill out, no problem, and put in orders to buy, limit orders, boom, 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 and to sell. Boom, 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 boom. Right? On the macro, it becomes such a fixed equation, it almost becomes unexciting. But you understand, I can do this. Literally, if I were to present this to the board of directors, there we go, board of directors meeting, I'm going to give them the special sauce, a little bit of attitude, a nice Versace tie. Yeah, my Brioni suit and my Ferragamo shoes. Let's roll. I'm ready for this. You get all excited about that stuff. Like, all right, dude. Just, Anyway, trend-based fib extensions. All right. Let's get into this. Let's get into this framework here. So based upon previous and previous, well, where were you selling? Well, it becomes so programmed. It's just literally you start to see how you could do this in like 20 minutes for the whole year. You almost could, right? Yeah, and the odds would be that at some point you're going to turn around and you're just going to probably be in the money. Yeah, why? Because you're buying low and you're selling high. Right? You have your extensions to the upside, your levels to sell at. Yeah. And what'd you hit here? From ground zero to the top, prior high, 65,000 to this. Let's see. Why did we go here? We just went here because of this. We could go here. We could go here too. No problem. 60, same. That's fine. To the previous low. Extension from the low to the high, 65,000 down to 29,750, right? 30,000. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Your sell orders. So what do you do when you're here? Well, I don't know. Boom. I got however many Bitcoin I got. Bam. What are you going to do? Well, I'm going to enter into orders to buy and to sell. Well, then you get trapped down here. Okay. What are you going to do? I'm going to adjust my orders, potentially, to sell. After you have reestablished your range on A, after you've carried down and you've reestablished within a zone somewhere, well, your sell range changes, right? Where you're going to sell from. You're going to buy low, sell high. High becomes a little bit relative, right? That's the one thing you kind of need to adjust to. And low becomes a little bit relative, right? I mean, I had orders to buy in at 18,000. Well, we're at 140,000. What are you going to do with those orders to buy at 18,000? Well, I was thinking maybe we need to take them off the books. Well, I think that's fine. You go ahead and take those off the books. There's, the probability of us getting to 18,000 right now, if we're 140,000, is probably, it's impossible right now. The market won't allow. It won't function like that. I'm going to go ahead and remove that money from the books, right? So this is a kind of an institutionalized approach, right, in terms of the ability to capture both sides of the market. Because that's the big, and the issue is, and you guys know this, you'll fight against it. It's like, well, that means my money, I can't have all my money work at the same time. Well, if you want to be the champ, you want to be the one-hit wonder, no backup on the side, etc. The market's real good at proving you wrong. I mean, and aside from that, they're gonna, just don't even look at your order books. If you get that down, I mean, in terms of your spread, etc., things get tight. Especially if you do well and you're a good trader, they'll make it tight on you. So be prepared for that. Be prepared for the technological kind of push against you. It looks like we're getting into a bull flag to get back to some kind of normal discussion here. Hopefully you guys enjoy the fact that you can sell while you're buying. You just can, right? You buy and you sell. You're covered, right? On whatever you're looking at. Let's review the overall market. FXS, huge. Sheer, 15%. Phantom, 14. 111. Gala, 11. Good. We'll look at some of these in a while. Rose up 8, went down and back up. Interesting. Luna having a strong day in the markets. So we had done the kapow yesterday, and we worked out it. It wound up being a kapow. That's nice. Let me get rid of all these. Enough of a lesson, right? We understand but we don't think that way. We just don't think that way frequently enough. So what we're pushing up against is this. And people never want to buy into a rising wedge. We know the fan is a way to beat one. It's kind of almost an inherent pattern within the fan is the rising wedge. On the hourly, we're in that rare moment where we're contemplating this, guys. We're contemplating pushing up above and beyond. We've only done that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 once, really. We've only done that once in the last 65 days, 60 to 65 days. We've only pushed above that 200 moving average one time, really, right in here. So this is really, really kind of pushing things. This would mean a lot for the market to give us a little bit of that push up above. That was a nice move here. Boom. After we were above and hammered back into that 200 as, on the hourly, the 200 as support instead of resistance. Resistance, support, boom. That was an 8% move to the upside. That's nice. Right? Here you see a frustration. Right? So we've been using this level as it's been a real frustrating level. We're above it. We've been above it before, right? And we frustrated above it. We failed to really, really gain traction with a large pattern, right? It'd be a nice large pattern to kind of set. We need some kind of large pattern. See this rollover attempt here. This is interesting, huh? As we talk about like fan principle, we can look at this. Yeah, it's interesting. That's what we tried to kind of do here, huh? Along with the bull flag didn't play. So let's do this as we look at the next few hours. The report was really strong on inflation, right, for Bitcoin. Was waking people up. It's just it's a reality. Can't believe we're dealing with it, but we dealt with it in the 80s. Huh? What happened in the 80s? Awesome interest rates. Awesome interest rates. You could have locked $1 million up at an interest rate and a bond for like, you could have gotten paid like 15% for the rest of your life. Hello, that's nice. Guaranteed income, 15%. All right. 20% on some of those bonds that were issued out. Hello. So let's see if we are back on. Looks like we're back on. Short disconnect there. So as we would look at this specific pattern, we are technically up and out of this specific formation, the falling wedge. And what has it done to us? Previously, we were up and out of a falling wedge here, and it was a little difficult. So that's fresh in our memories, right? This push and multiple falling wedge formations, multiple people getting involved heavily in the market recently, and it not working out, right? It's just been a consistent. It has. So I want you to keep in mind probably the best thing that I can just give to you right now. I don't want to be ambiguous. I still want you guys to trade. I want you to earn the trophies, right? If you hit fracks for 50%, I want you to be like, I nailed that. I want you to be able to hold that. I did that. I nailed that. I want you guys to know that, right? That's you. Right? It's not just me saying, hey, point and let's point and click. Point and click. It's a point and click like party. I don't want point and click club. We don't want to do that. Let's see if we're back to the 786. I think we are. Okay. Yeah. It boils back down to this. We're still at the 786. You may be excited because you're in some profit. That's great. But in terms of that hit at the Fibonacci, what do we have below us? VIP way to be. Got the 86. No problem, right? Cool. We got the 86 on whatever you're trading. Do your fibs. You got the 86 below. Is it going to go up? London, is it going to go up? I can excite you 10 times out of 10 and tell you it is. The problem with people, they'll still listen to the next guy who told them it was going in the wrong direction. They'll listen to him the next time if he's telling you what you want to hear. You'll be selective about calling someone an idiot or not, depending upon whether or not they're telling you what you want to hear. That's not nice, guy. That's not the VIP way to be. That's no way to be, huh? If someone's telling you what you want to hear, you'll turn off the right or wrong switch. Come on. Really? But I want to hear it's going up. That's great. That's great. Don't turn off the right or wrong switch. Don't do it. Keep yourself plugged in. Volatility, right? Because who's going to tell you, well, tomorrow, tomorrow they're going to cut off the, okay, great. Bitcoin's picking up, and tomorrow they're going to cut off the mining operations in Sweden or in the European Union tomorrow. Oh, okay. You're going to be right about that. If you have that information, you might not want to share it, or you might. But anyway, you don't want to couch it's not insider information. But if you're going to tell us what the government of Sweden or Spain or United States or anyone else is going to do, some of it's built into the technicals, yes, but you have to push. You're going to have the risk, the uncertainty of what's going to occur in the market. We can talk about the probabilities technically, right? The next line that's really going to be coming up, let's see, we can foresee 2 levels of resistance. And Freddie just got rewarded for going through one of them. Way to go, Freddie. Very excited. Huh? Love that watch. Huh? That watch is just awesome. You guys saw the watch? What's up? What's up? Where is that watch, Freddie? Where's the watch? Let's go. Let's go. There we go. Boom. VIP. What's up? Love that, huh? That's so cool, dudes. Beyond cool. Beyond cool. It's just awesome. That is so cool, Freddie. You are a standout. You're a standout, brother. That is so cool. So, interesting line here. Let's go. This one, I don't know. We're going to have, that's just on the lines on the 4 hourly. Okay. There are so many lines of resistance above us right now that the key and crucial element is going to be what? It's going to be that 786. It's going to be that level of exposure here currently at the Fibonacci. Will we ultimately pick up from the 786? What's your threshold, right, in terms of your profits? You need those profits, or can you let them ride for a while? Are you under the gun to produce like returns today? You have to book the trade? Because, look at this. The preceding zone here, let's look at this. At this golden pocket, we were around for what? For 33 days. Preceding level, we were around for 18 days. Now, we've been around here for 7 days. So a month, a couple weeks plus, 7 days. So it would be completely expected that we would have some sort of an additional pricing action within this range. In terms of a turnaround, we are, for the record, technically we're in a reversal pattern. It's a micro reversal pattern lasting 7 days. We typically would like something to last a little bit longer. Excuse me, if it's going to turn the entirety of the market around. The bigger the pattern. Now, this is a nice large wedge here. Yeah, it's a nice large wedge. We would typically hope for a longer reversal pattern in the form of this. This will be a continuation pattern. We've had multiple ones fail already. I'm going to bring up to VIP on the 786 while we hunt for good positions, while we hunt for good entries like FXS last night, like Gala worked out well, etc. Right? FXS went up 50% last night. I brought that multiple times. You guys do your own risk assessment. It went up 50% last night. What's up? That's nice. That's decent, right? Yeah, that's decent. You guys got your Matic deal, right? Your Matic targets, right? We got to be number 1, right? Yeah. Some guy try and join, I kick him out. You have trash on his profile. He's gone. Okay? So we are exclusive. We try and be the number one group, period. Frax brought Frax at 35 last night. Take a look at it, okay? I may talk you up and down the tree. Is you the one that's climbing it, okay? If I talk you up or down from the tree, I'm going to climb this tree. If you want to climb the tree, bro. You know, get on in there, climb that tree. That's what it's there for, man. You got to climb that sucker, right? This one worked out. I brought it at 35 last night. I'm going to tell you everything good and bad and indifferent. No one's going to be like, well, you know, London encouraged me to invest in a project, and it did. Okay, you do your own due diligence. I'm going to explain to you 5 ways from Sunday where this is likely to catch. True enough. Yes, and talk about the fact it was the best looking chart in crypto. I've looked at them, guys. You know that. The best looking chart in crypto on the candle wicks for X, FX, S, okay? The best looking. Brought it at 35 last night to VIP. Just a fact. An absolute fact. Boosh. 47% to the upside. Boom. Right? Boom. It's not me. It's not VIP. It's a lot of homework. And what is it? It's technically indicated. It's a bull pennant. You don't get more technically sound than that. You just don't. And again, well, it's, you know, you climb the tree or you don't. I like the whole screener option, right? You have a screener. Kind of like a screener. I want us to be number one. I want you to have access to the top trades. I just do. But you're not going to catch me just saying, hey, you know, solidly 99%, throw the kitchen sink into it, and something happened and Frax go down. This is it. Frax will go down. Network congestion. It went down. Or it went to what? It went to zero. It went down 75%, right? You're not in VIP. You're just not going to get it. So if I'm qualifying with patterns, if I'm qualifying how, you deal with your own risk assessment. You want to climb that tree, you want to big boy it up, go for it. That's you. Okay? But I like presenting the charts to the VIP and the complications. Harmony 1 and the complications. We had set outside of the resistance right here. Boom. Top line resistance, set a candle. Boom. It worked out well. Went from 31 to what? These are small guys. It's Harmony 1. It's 31 cents. The 33 to 35 to 30, whatever. You know, it's all right. It's 30 cents. It's 33 cents. That one, you know? All right. We get intense about it. It's 33 cents, man. It's something that costs 30 cents. All right. So I'm not laughing at it, but, you know, I mean, Bitcoin costs $43,000. Yeah, okay. We pay attention to Bitcoin. Yeah. People own their home in Bitcoin. You know, Harmony 1's 30 cents. We try and make it exciting. We do, huh? Promising new technology. You know, we throw that on there. We just do, right? AVAX, Matic. We'll do it, right? It's fun, right? We enjoy trading. They're good technologies. I like the technologies. I've reviewed the technologies. Jacob getting paid again on his Matic short today. Nice. Nice. Like that. Very nice. Floki, yeah. I'm all over Floki, dude. Yeah, every day I look at that Floke. I got to tell you, Freddie, I want Floki down in here. I just got to tell you, I want it down in here because I know where it's going overall. I want Floki down in here. Like, bam, you get down in there. I just do. I want it to go up, but I want to get it down in here. It's possible that it could get down in there. Value, man. Great project. Cool stuff, huh? I mean, it's a $1 billion market cap. Can you get me down here? This is where I want to get Floki. Just, I mean, it's fun, huh? Look at that. Oh, man. You realize that? That? Oh, come on. Come on. Let me show you. I want to see this again. Everybody's like, okay. Look at this. I want to get you down another 30%. That's sweet. Why? Because just if you recover from that 30%, you're going to be up. That's another 43%. Let's say you get back up to this line here. Let's go to the all-time high. I don't know if it'll let me do that. It's going to be tight on the measurement. If we got that extra 30% to the all-time high, we'd have 700%. 700% versus if we come from the current price to all-time high. 700% becomes like 454%, 450%. So it's 700% versus 450%. Yeah, it's a difference, right? It's a little bit of a difference. Trying to recover this falling wedge. That'd be nice. Again, you're on a fib hit, right? Yeah, we covered that. So nicely done. Let's see what we got. 195. Up 1.93%, 43,555. Pleasure to be streaming with you guys. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's like every day we wind up. If I feel that something violates the codes or standards of YouTube or Twitter, and Twitter or YouTube doesn't remove it, come on, that's all right. They're busy. They must be busy, huh? So as I look at this, we just have our standards. That's okay. I like to be family friendly, etc. I like to always reinforce that. I appreciate if Twitter would help out with that, or something like that. I have content preferences, but I don't know. This doesn't always work out that way. It seems like more of a battle and struggle than it needs to be. It's like a computer, imagine your computer just turning on randomly throughout the day. I don't want to turn the computer on right now, right? Come on. Yeah. So I'm sure it was a technical glitch that happened here or there. So we had a flag, we had a pennant, lower level, 4 a.m. Difficult time. The VIP were sleeping. I was up. And the 2 hours thereafter, right? So it went through its own fan principle here after it failed this notion of the bull flag. Easy, not necessarily, right? The hours required. That's why I talked about that. Buy and sell at the same time. Right now, have your orders waiting. That's the key. That's the key feature, right? When people say always take profits, well, all right, how are you gonna do that? You're gonna sell it. You're gonna have orders to sell your position in, and to buy it lower, right? The more detailed you get in within each of these frameworks, right? You can always sell it and rebuy for a small discount. If nothing more, if you want to be the one-hit wonder, at least you get a percent off, a point or two off, right? Absolutely. So, but you never. It's just difficult to be directional all the time. The market's a master at doing that. Again, the Matic targets. You guys got those. Let's see what Kapow. We got that with the breakout. What do we have here? Where am I? There we go. So we have the rising wedge, the notion of the rising wedge right now. Don't really want to break this to the downside and to be severe, right? It's a bearish pattern. We're in the fan formation, so the catch on the fan would be what? The catch on the fan, I mean, if it's down to that level, keep this in mind. Okay, as you're making your decision, I want to climb that tree. I don't want to. It's you going to be there, or you're going to be falling out of it, or you're going to get to the top and scream, "I'm the champion." Right? So you do, just make sure you can climb that tree. Huh? You're equipped to do it. Huh? As we look at the fan formation, just pay attention to a fallback feature while we're in the process of formulating another, potentially bullish pattern here, and to potentially push out of the wedge formation. Keep in mind that fan principle, right? This here to the prior, let's say a resistance, right, to support. If we go to the candle wicks, you'll see that. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So the same principle could apply, that the market wants to cross support down to here. There are orders waiting here. As I talk about the levels of, and understand, right? Orders are there right now, I guarantee you. I promise you. In the market right now, there are orders at this level, right? Are you going to participate with those orders? Different question. Orders are at this level, right? If we draw a fib in here, I just tell you right now in the market, it's like you got it wrong, they got it wrong. No, they had orders waiting. Did they get filled? Maybe, maybe not. Does that mean they're wrong? No, they're prepared for the price to go to said level. Period. Well, they were wrong. They were right. No, their orders didn't get filled. I put a bid in at a car auction. It didn't go through. It was a 1967 Corvette. I didn't get that car. Oh, you lost it. No, I didn't lose the thing. I had a price I wanted to pay. They didn't deliver the vet at the price I wanted. That's it. 67 vet, I think it's worth this much. That's no big deal. That's fine. Oh, you got the car. Ooh, nice. You got the car. Ooh, you got the car. Everybody's like, I wonder what he paid at the auction. Interesting. Huh? I bet he paid too much for it. He's bragging about that new car, the 67 Corvette. You know how much he paid for it? Oh, my gosh. He paid that much for a 67 Corvette? The guy with, I didn't want to pick up my orders. That's fine. I didn't get the vet for the price I wanted. Okay. Right? A little bit of perspective, huh? A little bit. Screaming around town and everything else. That hot vet paid too much money for it. Right? So, anyway, if you got some Bitcoin, congratulations. If you're in the money, congratulations. You guys taking your profit? What are you doing, huh? Making all that noise in the brand new Corvette. You know, you got it at the auction. You paid too much money for it. Oh, it's still a hot ride. You know, Bitcoin. Huh? It's a hot ride. Sounds good. The higher price it goes, it's nice. People like that, huh? That exclusivity. Yeah, it's nice. So as we look at this, be prepared to buy. Be prepared to sell. Cool. Not a 1-2 punch. Bam. It's out. No. No. You can buy and sell at the same time. You can have orders to buy and sell at the same time. Has anyone ever discussed that on any stream that you've ever heard in your life? Or any, no, I don't think anyone's ever discussed that. You can buy here, boom, and you can literally sell here. It's like, it takes the fun out of it, man. It kind of does, huh? Think about it. Because it just makes sense, huh? I'm going to sell at all these levels. I'm going to buy at all these levels. There you go. No one discusses that, right? But it's very easy, huh? It's just your Fibonacci's to the lower side, you know, all your levels, all your target levels, and then your extensions to the upside. That's it. You have to deploy the cash to make this work. Yeah. And it's not that you want to be so minusculely involved as to not even participate in the market. I'm assuming you show up to invest, right? That's the assumption. I'm assuming you're going to be investing in crypto. It's not a security. Drop the whole. That's investment advice. No, it's not even a security. I contacted the state regulation board. They're like, well, you can tell people it's not financial advice, but that only applies to securities. I'm like, darn. You know, I don't even get to tell that to people because it sounds cool. This is not financial advice. I talked to the state security board. Well, you could try and tell them that, but that's only going to apply to securities. You know, that language required when you're dealing with a security. I'm like, I know that's like my deal. That's my tagline. I tell people it's not financial advice. Well, you know, you can try and tell them that, but you know, essentially it was like, that's no good. That's only going to apply to a security. That you can't give it financial advice on a security. Bitcoin's not a security. I'm like, I know, but I still tell people it's not financial advice. Well, you know, and it's almost like, well, you can't do that. That only applies to security. I'm like, well, all right, fine. You know, it's like, fine. You just can't you couldn't give financial advice on a security. This is not a security. It's Bitcoin. You know, so anyway, that was a funny discussion. I have that email. It was cool, huh? I'm like, fine. You know, fine. I'm going to stop, you know, I guess, hounding people about the fact it's not financial advice. It couldn't be anyways. It's not a security. It's not securitized. It's just Bitcoin. So, interesting. I have that email somewhere. So as we talk about the extensions to the upside, we talk about the targets to the downside. Yeah, assuming you guys show up with some, you know, some cashola, you want to do stuff, and you know maybe you want to play those patterns and be, you know, the knockout, you know, one hit wonder. You can do that. 4 a.m. this morning, you could have done that. 4 a.m. in the morning. I was up. All the VIP were asleep. I woke up 4 a.m. in the morning. It was not a creature was stirring. There we go. There we go. 4 a.m. And what happened at 4 a.m.? Flag failure. Boom, 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 boom. Set him up and knock him down. And I'm like, at 4 a.m.? Come on, man. It's 3:45 in the morning. I got up at 3:45 in the morning. Well, guess what? Shapoosh. It's like, no. You know, that couldn't be it. And certainly it wasn't. It was the fan principle playing out that we had discussed prior there, too. Risk, yes. Do you have it? Well, the last like 15 times it had gone up again. Literally 1 out of 15 times we measured this. This is a very good example of the market because 1 out of 15 times it did. It did what? It operated above the 200. So now maybe we hold this level, the 200 exponential moving average on the hourly. Maybe we're going to operate again for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I looking at? What am I looking at, guys? Hmm? Hmm? Let's look at this. Hold on. Let's look at this. Put it on a big screen TV. Okay. I am looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, right? Yeah. And I'm trying to find 1. And instead, I just happen to be seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on a micro. True. So what would the fix to that be? The fix would be some larger pattern that we're in the process of breaking. Right? Because you see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Nice strong move. Bam, to the upside. This strong move to the upside was what? What's that strong move? What's that? Percentage-wise? Wham. 7 over 7%. Booyah. 7.63%. What was this strong move to the upside? 7% up top. Boom. 3%. All right. So we're at double here, right? I'm just doing the comparative. It's important. Doing the comparative. So as we would look at the expectation of the next move here, kind of limited, I'm going to say, in terms of this flag potential to play out, because I don't see a real additional pattern here. We can work along with, we can get a little creative. I'm not really big into being creative. If we wanted to kind of be a little bit creative here with the channel formation, expectation to the upside, okay. I think the best of what we have is the fan principle, but it's not like a massive flag. If I invert this for a moment, you'll see that we had this nice Elliott wave pattern. The fan principle is the Elliott wave pattern, right? It is that page 321, right? Yeah. You guys got that, right? 321. Let me go here. 321. It's easy like countdown, right? Shout out to New York Institute of Finance. Very, very pleased to have all of their materials. It's free not free online. Buy the book. I always encourage everyone. Yes, there are copies online all over the place from seminars and stuff. Buy their book. I like to support them. Just buy their book. A lot of stuff online. But yeah, that's part of what they have online. So, but you see that, right? The curvature. What is that? We're talking about the fan principle. It's also that principle here. Boom, 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 boom. Right? It is. Page 321, like a countdown. Bam. So we're through this 200 moving average. That's nice. And a larger overall expressed. It's going to be a descending wedge. The question is going to be, at what point can we touch back into this area in here? How far can we go into this line of resistance? At some point, like a magnet, a line of resistance is going to want to attract price action. Just is. In a current constricting wedge, every level has frustrated at the real micro. You guys know that at the real kind of narrow constricted formation, right? Every one of them has shown that and then boom, pushed. Shown that and then boom, pushed, right? So we're looking for more of a pattern formation. We're looking for a little bit more of a pattern development to give us a bit more of an inclination in terms of the overall entirety of the price. Action. What's our next move? Right? Is it this bull flag here? Let's see if we can come up with another bull flag formation here. In the context of the fan, Will it confirm all the way down? It'd be great if we get some price action up and above and we're able to beat this rising wedge. Bearish by design, right? Just that it's going to want to break out of it. The traders are looking at it. I brought up the targets below and above to buy and to sell. It's not a right or wrong equation right now. I want us to get a little bit past that. There's just too much volatility with it right now. The patterns are too unpredictable. They just are. So that's the approach that we have taken. And I got up at 4 a.m. and no one else is up. I don't anticipate anybody to be up at 4 a.m. 3:57 was it? 3:45 in the morning I got up, and it faked out on a bull flag, and then it completed the, it's just like the backup of the candles. It's just a very aggressive market in terms of the overall entirety of it. So you guys had the fan ahead of time, right? If you were short, were you wrong? No. Did you compound in at this level? Boom. You just compound in at your here, right here, and you hit that short. If you were short, were you wrong? No, just hammer into it. Easy, right? If you're long and it goes down, or you got a spot position, it goes down, or you're wrong, no, you just got to compound into it. Play with volatility. Make it your friend, not your enemy. Buy lower, sell higher at the same time. We covered that, right? We did, absolutely. And shout out to Freddie. I have to say, yesterday I did, just to cover it again, I let you all know that, that we were going to be absolutely delivering. I would deliver a trophy to anybody who powered into this level of resistance and beat it. Freddie powered in to the market. Okay, he did. He powered into the market. So Freddie won the trophy. Top trader of January 2022. That's Freddie. Congratulations. You are among the elite. I expect you to outcompete those individuals you see on the TV right now, wherever they may be, the pros, right, with all of their diagnostic materials, everything else. I expect you to beat them. Freddie's in the hunt. He's on target. Those guys in the back with the stiff collar shirts and the fancy cuff links, they need to watch out. It's the truth, huh? Freddie has demonstrated he's willing. I talked about yesterday that you throw us 15, 20 bad trades. Next, we're ready to plug in. We're ready to hammer in. Freddie's got the backup cash. He's willing to throw in at the market. That's VIP. That is VIP. Boom. Isn't that awesome? Congratulations. And it's so VIP. What? It is so VIP that literally we're going to check this out. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. VIP. Look at that. In the house. In the house. Look at that wrist. Light that up. That is awesome, huh? That is classy, huh? That's a commitment. Is it any wonder he's the one who won the trophy? No, it's not, huh? He listens. He listens. He does, huh? So awesome. Same with Josh in the bottom right. You listened. $1 million champ. Same with. See, always ready to double and triple down at lower levels. Ba-boom. Always. Hello. How cool, huh? It's awesome. It's just awesome. You compound down into it. Yeah. Very cool. And you know your strategy. You know your levels. You know the appropriate way to draw your Fibonacci's. We'll go over extensions, right? We'll go over how to sell more than what you have. That's an interesting discussion, right? You start getting into maybe some short theory, the theory of lower margins, right? I will not walk you through interactive brokers. I will not do that. We will not do that on this channel, okay? Deal with that, okay? So as we will talk, I don't deal with equities. I really try not to. On the 1 hourly chart, looks like Bitcoin is trying to think about formulating a little bit of a micro pattern. They like to push. You guys know that. They do, huh? They do. 1 hourly is interesting. It's expanding a little bit more. It's showing kind of an inclination that Bitcoin may want to journey up. So let's keep watching Freddie, what he's going to do. Hey. That's how it's going to work. He's a champ. He already won. That's all right. Rest of January, we want Freddie to continue His streak breaking through that line of resistance. Cool. That's a pretty nice formation in process. We had one like this at the preceding level in here. I tell you, Freddie listens, does what he's ready to double, triple down at lower levels. And he's one of the guys. He bought a big screen TV. That's right, he did. And he watches this on big. I mean, it makes a huge difference, right? Huge. I tell people on the technicals, they're all interested in technicals. Are you watching it on a big screen TV? Little things like that. I tell people that. It's like, they just want the next hot coin that's going to go, 5 times. Well, dig in with the technicals. Dig in with the technicals. The market's been very unfriendly lately. So, but you got to be able to double, triple down into it. Like Freddie just said, bam. That's it. That's an easy equation. Easy equation. So excited to see that. So, looks like we have another micro formation here, right? Let's go to the candle wick, see if we see anything much different than what we would anticipate. A little bit of variation. The one low. Very nice. Appreciate that. That's nice, the one love. What do we got? What is this? That's cool. I like that, huh? The one love. He is cool. He has gone to cool school. I like that. I don't mind that. Most of the times, I don't like those little GIF images. I don't like that. But that one I like. It's cool. I like it. It's a cool expression. We got to shout out $500 Super Chat King, huh? $50,000 total. Around. We gotta look at the total. I have no idea. We'll look at it. It's accurate. YouTube has it, huh? $50,000 total. We got to look at it. The way they present the chats and everything, YouTube, it's difficult to add all that up, I have to say. Thank you for your technicals. You're welcome to One Love. Appreciate that. Appreciate the shout out. We got the cool school. I like that, huh? It's the too cool for school. I appreciate the shout out too. That means a lot to me. Someone will say, "Hey, thank you for the technicals." Not everybody's into technicals analysis. You look at the screen like, what is going on? Fan. Right? The fan. Boom, 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 boom. Right? And you just got to clean it up. All right? What's the fan principle again? It is this, the reversal feature. Right? Yeah. Oop. And, I started the VIP, honestly, because I had too many people I was teaching. And I teach people for thousands of dollars. I just do. I teach people for thousands of dollars. Literally, day trading. So I had too many students. I just did. I had too many people I was teaching. But I charge a lot of money to teach. So, I was like, I'll start the VIP. Like I charge like a lot of money to teach people. So that's what the VIP turned into. We started having fun as a result of it. So I like people to be involved. I just do. Yeah. So that's cool. I appreciate you and the shout out. But yeah, that's how VIP was kind of born. That's the truth. So if you're interested in learning more, that's a good thing for people who want to learn more. Fan principle, right? There's a lot to learn. We don't cover it all here. That's the truth. We do not. Let's see what we got on fan. Boom, boom. Right there. Nobody knows what this is. Boom. That's what it is. Right? Yeah. So a lot to learn if you're investing in yourself and your overall trade, approach, etc. Some different people come to me. It's an interesting endeavor just to teach somebody what you can learn, right? What all you can learn. You probably be surprised what you can learn. The people who I taught around this area here, the alpha traders who had signed up, like, yeah, I want to learn. I want to become an alpha trader. They got this. Boom. Before it happened. They got that drop before it happened in charts from me to them. So, I'd say that was worth that was worth the price of the classes. Ba-boom. Yeah. You think? Ba-boom. Yeah, I'd say so, huh? You can ask them, but yeah, they have the chart still from there when there was no pricing here on Bitcoin. Bam. Literally like this. You say, well, it's smart. No. Bam. Like that. Okay. Yep. Truth. Shout out to Kent Gifford. Shout out to Kenny. I hope you're doing well. That's right. So up 2.21%. and looking at some sort of a formation here. Would love to have this really play well. And it's becoming attractive, right, to the traders, right? The news is out, people, orders filing in, almost guaranteed, right? Orders just filing into Bitcoin, right? People going to go long? I don't know. What do you guys think? I said yesterday, is this the time? Remember? You guys remember that? Is this the time? Take out the 5 long? It's the tree. You going to climb the tree or not? What are you going to do? That's the market, huh? It's not a hit and it's not a, a point and buy club. It's not that, right? We talked about it yesterday. Is this the moment? Is this it? Right? So I don't know. Is it for you or not? Huh? Freddie powered into the resistance. He did it. He's got the trophy to prove it. No one can take that away from him. Now this looks attractive right now, doesn't it? It does. And they have looked attractive at this point in a micro featured level here. The news is making this attractive. Could you just go long? 7% inflation. Boom, 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 boom. Like, yow. Hello. At the renomination hearing yesterday of Powell. I don't think he made sense. I brought this up. I don't think he made sense. I think that's why the market liked it. Fine, let's. They're not going to fix it. They're not going to fix inflation. Yeah, it didn't make sense what he said, etc. So, huh? So yeah, it looks attractive. Anytime I see a micro pattern like this, I want a bigger pattern. I just want a bigger pattern. Me personally. Let's look at some previous zones here. See, look at this. That was brutal, huh? Look at that. You see this previous zone? Just be wary of small micro patterning. See what it does? Yikes. Youch. Bam, right? It'll throw you around a little bit, huh? Here you go. Micro patterning. Yeah. Small pattern formations. Boom, 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 boom. It'll eat you up, right? Yep. It knows you're in a hurry to make money. Right? Yeah. You see here too? Yeah. With a flag. You see that? Yep. All right. You're like, all right. You get it, huh? Micro pattern formation. You see this? Yeah. You get in a rush, huh? You get in a hurry, huh? So I talk about the buy, the sell, assuming you're here to kind of invest. Not here with me. You're here with the market, right? You teach me as much as I teach you. That's cool. No problem. I've sat across from some important people. I hope I wasn't crass. I may have been sometimes. I'm not always the best behaved individual. I just like the market. I love the market. I've been reading New York Institute of Finance since I was in high school. I was that guy carrying around the New York Institute of Finance, how to trade in high school. I just was. That's the truth. I still have that old book, old blue book. So those micro pattern formations don't like to always play out. You see this right here? Be careful. See that right here? Now don't, again, like the Freddie principle. We'll just call it, the VIP principle, right? That here. There you go. Yeah. Because that held in through here. And it's just, you'll find the micro patterns are difficult. A little bit more macro we want, huh? If it wants to take off, it's going to take off. It's just going to. You don't want to be too conservative. Like Freddie had a good entry beforehand. That's cool. But so you're going to need to beat that on the fan principle. You're going to kind of need to beat that level too. Kind of a cross level of resistance, carry through on resistance, right? Let's see. I absolutely love the BTC 5L when it's time. But BTC is a master of jukes and head fakes. That's Freddie. That's the champ. That's the January 2022 champ telling you that. It is the master of jukes and head fakes. He knows that. It is. It really, really is. So what we're going to do is we're going to swing into the back in VIP. We're going to go to the direct message. Thank you, D1. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. You guys light it up anytime you want to with $100 chats or $500 chats, whatever you want. I will at some point this year. We'll do a refresh on Angel's been the 500,000 or 50,000, 500,000, 500 super chat king. If we start loading up some different super chats with someone else who wants to make an impression for 2022, we will do so. And soon we'll have another champ at the bottom. We'll do all that stuff. We'll have some different. I don't know if you're interested in being like kind of more prominently displayed, etc. That's fine. That's cool. We can do that, and we need to keep it fresh and live, etc. We need involvement from the people as well. Some of them have become involved in their own businesses. Crypto's down. We would expect them to be more involved if crypto is down, but it's not the way it always works out. Just the truth, huh? Some may have gotten a little excited here and there with some different projects that were maybe at their peak. I don't know. And maybe they didn't want to listen. I don't know. Maybe they didn't want to listen. Maybe they were at the top. I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. You know, maybe it's not a good time to get it to buy in this area on a different project. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we know. But hey, life is life. It's we all learn. Look at those little micro formations that we just went through here. Interesting, huh? Look at that on the candle wicks, huh? Boom, 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 boom. See those micro formations? How small they are, and you catch them right at the top of the candles. Cha-ching, cha-ching, huh? And it just needs that next level. It's interesting, huh? You see those little? Huh? Hey, yeah, you're welcome, D1. What's up, D1? The one. I like the one. Very nice. And shout out, we got to give a shout out to brand new. Let's see who we got. Desmond Bailey. Desmond Bailey in the house. Brother, hope you follow over on Twitter. Had to kick out one Twitter guy. And we see improper stuff all the time. It's all over Twitter. It's all over like popular media. Just whatever. That's not VIP. We want the nice VIP watch on the wrist. We want the nice wholesome family. We want the good content. We want to try and educate and bring as much value as we can. On other channels, that's rampant all the time. Some bad stuff here and there. We just want to be a cut above the rest. That's what we want to do. Yeah, we want to try and help you guys in every facet that we can in your investment life, and just provide a good kind of family, fun, clean environment. That's just what we want of YouTube and everything else. It's not for the family, or we're not geared towards that. But at the same time, we want to try and be kind of uplifting and healthy in every way we possibly can. Work out, eat well, sleep well. The crypto market can get to you, right? It's 24/7, 365. So we're going to go into the back right now. You guys understand the buy and the sell. We always do that backwards. I'm used to shorts, right? You buy your shorts. I'm always used to that. We're also the channel that flips this upside down, right? So anyway, in terms of that invert scale, you guys know, always judge your biases. Always look at the patterns from the other angle. Always be prepared to buy and sell. You don't have to decide right now, am I going to buy or sell? We went through that today, truth. No one else covered that in the market today. We did, okay? Why? Because you could buy and sell at the same time. Beautiful, huh? Nice approach. You guys are cut ahead of the rest of the pack on that, I guarantee you. And so don't worry about not being up at 3:45 in the morning. I just woke up early for that. And then the actual fan played out instead of the flag. Be prepared for those head fakes and those jukes, as Freddie, who is our VIP champ. We will end it with his NFT. I said anyone who powered through that resistance was going to get it. Freddie got it. So shout out. He's the January 2022 champ, Freddie Hidalgo. What is going on? Join him in the back with us, guys. VIP restricted zone. And yeah, Freddie, it's been a pleasure to get to know you. We look forward to a lot more success throughout the year. In 2022, it's going to be a great one, and we're gonna crush those guys in the suits. Huh? It's going to be a good competition, but we're already beating them. I feel it. I feel like we're already beating them with our team, who we get to trade with. That's the big key. So, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Hope you're having a great day. Just wanted to stream. This is London with Crypto Kingdom and Big.